No, we do have a plan here. The plan here is to tear up the place looking for any evidence that this guy is going to go, you know,
Okay. So is that what we're saying?
overboard.
So Charlie's just managed to unlock the door, and we're all like piling into his apartment, or
Townhouse.
that's you're saying?
All right. Yes, we
Okay.
we are on a limited schedule here. Let's tear over everything you can. Fling open everything you can. Find whatever evidence you can that this man is planning
Does this guy have a family?
anything.
Well, you've just walked
That's a
into
good
his
question. I
townhouse. You're
guess we'll
not sure
find
yet.
out.
We are about to find out, aren't we? Well, I guess we're going in. I guess Nemesis' first order of business be finding the electronics to hack into. I mean, it'll be silly to keep that stuff at home, but you never know. Or like, anything sensitive at home.
Walter, Charlie,
Yes.
see if you can head to the bedroom. Make sure if anyone's here, they stay put and aren't alerting anyone.
Sure.
Okay. This is a disconnect because I'm not sure how sneak works from here compared to fifth, but would you roll sneak to kind of sneak around beforehand or in the moment?
Give me just 1 second. Trying to connect my Twitch bot here. I did not realize it was not connected. I know.
Production values are going way down.
Especially with you break it up like that. Come on, man. Stop roboting
Look,
on us.
I don't have anything I can do about it. I live out in the middle of nowhere.
That's fine. It's actually probably better, in fact.
And
I don't think the
Google
bot
won't
said
bring me the
streaming
fiber.
either.
I know, right? Fucking Google.
What the hell, Google?
Alright, and primarily why I wanted to do that was to actually advertise.
For
Yeah.
Crown Royal?
Hmm?
You said you wanted to advertise. Are we going back to Crown Royal?
Oh, hey, Meowkin has already done that for me. Thank you very much.
Oh, yeah. I thought you
Alright.
mentioned it like spamming it.
I don't. I'm
I'm gonna
trying
get rid of the embed though, because I don't like the embed. Well, I'll leave it in there for the latest one.
Yeah, I
I'll move it
usually
later.
pull it out too. Okay.
I don't think anyone watches embedded Twitch. Like, who would do that? If there's anyone doing that,
oh,
there's
yeah.
nothing wrong with that.
It does embed, that's right. Oh, I didn't pull it out last time. I usually do. I think maybe I didn't last time just to make it more visible. Like, hey, there's a big old graphic here.
Is your bot supposed to be using the emoji that you added?
No.
Wow.
I was like, something looks different here.
I don't even know how that's possible.
I know, there's not a
This doesn't belong here.
Oh, that's great. Alright, I'll figure that out later.
That's a problem for future years.
Okay, alright, so the question was, how does sneak work? Unlike classic D&D use, it's really going to depend on the situation. Like, what you guys are doing right now, if you're planning on rifling through this place, then you could try and use sneak to make it look less rifled, I guess. I think what I would prefer to do is have you tell me what you intend to achieve with any kind of sneaking around, or basically what you're doing in general, and then I'll give you roles or information.
Yeah, I
Going
don't
off-
think we're being subtle, are we? I mean, aside, unless there's anyone here.
Yeah, going off of the assumption that we're taking point, just kind of moving quietly so that if there is anybody in the house,
Okay.
they don't notice us before we notice them.
Okay, yeah, and I apologize. I was distracted as you were saying that in the first place. Yeah, that's just this is your classic D&D roll sneak.
Okay, so do I go ahead and do that?
Go ahead and do that.
There we go.
All right. All right, Walter and Charlie, as they're taking point. First thing you see coming in is that you're in essentially a family room or living room kind of area. There's a fireplace in the far opposite corner from the door. The door was on the right wall. Well, along the right wall, I should say. And there are couches and various plants in the room. One moment, please. Oh no, the bot commands is down. Sorry, I can't give you a random plant. There's a there's a
Dream
TV.
shattered.
Entire session ruined.
Yeah, there's TV and normal kind of entertainment stuff. A little coffee table in the corner, or in front of the TV. It's sparse, but still lived in and decorated. Beyond this family room, you see what looks like a dining area and a small kitchen. This entire townhome space is very, very thin. It's only about 17 feet wide. What's that? 6 meters? Yeah, 6
Just
meters.
about, yeah.
There is an upstairs that you can get to from the dining room area. You're not hearing anything from either the level that you're on or upstairs at the moment. Now mind, it is, what do we say, 6:30 in the morning?
Yeah, something like that.
Well, I mean, it's possible he went to work early. We'll see.
What about any signs of whether he had already breakfast? Like, are there any dishes standing around somewhere, like a cup of coffee?
Yeah, walking into the kitchen, or even peering at it from afar, you can see that there are implements of breakfast making that are in the dish drain. You'll need to get a little bit closer if you want to see if they were recently used.
Yeah, I'd like to know that.
Okay, yeah, it looks like they were recently used. Go ahead and give me a notice check, both Walter and Charlie.
Notice and what?
Wisdom. Wow, you guys are just kind of sticking to the nines today, huh? Alright, cool. That's cool.
Wow.
Yeah. That they were recently used, and you can both pick up on they don't. There was some sense of haste with putting them aside. They were not washed very thoroughly. In fact, there still looks like there's soap scum on them, and there's still egg bits on the pan.
That's going to be a pain after work.
I'd like to... Is there a coffee machine?
There's no coffee machine.
Then how did he make his coffee?
Oh, did I say he had coffee?
No, I don't believe you did.
I mean, he could have just poured it in a filter. A lot of people do that.
Let's just say that he had cans of instant coffee that he
Or
could
that.
heat up in a microwave.
I mean, it's
Okay,
also
then I'd like to look whether the heat, whether the dishes or the microwave are still hot or warm. to know how recent this was.
There's no indication. There's nothing seems like it's been. It doesn't seem different from what it would be if it had been sitting for 6 hours or 60 hours.
Alright. Well,
Are there
then...
stairs going upstairs, or is everything one floor?
There are stairs going upstairs, yeah.
I'm gonna try the stairs going up.
Alright.
I'd cover.
Alright, and Walter's going up behind as cover.
Mhm.
Keep an eye out for computers.
Alright. Upstairs, you see what looks like 2 bedrooms. The stairs are also along the right wall. Those 2 bedrooms are as you finish climbing up the stairs, which actually end up pointing you back towards the door that you came in, on the 2nd floor, obviously. To your left, which is overlooking the street you came from, is a larger bedroom, a larger space, and to the right is a smaller bedroom or space. And you can see inside a little bit. The left is actually looks like it's lived in and used, whereas the left looks like it's a natural bedroom, whereas the right looks like it's more of a man cave, a hobby area.
Okay, I'm gonna head into the man cave.
Okay. You see the equivalent of a grown man's play den. There are a couple Lego sets, some puzzles, and a few abandoned kind of building kits, or not building kits, model kits. There is a bathroom that comes straight out of this room. It looks like it's intended as a 2nd bedroom, but clearly is not used in such a manner.
Okay.
You still don't
besides
hear
of
anything.
Besides of this bedroom and hobby room, are there any other rooms on the
Yeah,
2nd floor?
there's another bedroom on the opposite side of this long, thin townhome from the hobby room.
Well, I'd like to go around and see whether I see anything that might be out of place. Maybe a couple of papers or data sticks laying around.
You walk into or approach the bedroom, and you still don't see anybody inside. At this point, you're reasonably certain that there is nobody inside, given that it's a fairly small space and you've covered most of it. Not that it is necessary. I almost did a map for this, but decided not to just because of how really unnecessary it is. But just to give you an idea of what the nicer townhomes in Tsos look like, I found a couple blueprints.
Nice.
And you guys are right now. Walter is currently looking at the master bedroom in on the 2nd floor.
It's a sitting area.
Yeah, it has a sitting area. In the sitting area is a computer.
Wait, get Nemesis.
Well, I'd message the group outside and tell them.
I thought we already all went inside.
I think my understanding was that Charlie and Walter were scouting ahead, whereas you guys may have been downstairs a little bit. I don't think you guys were standing outside waiting to go in.
Yeah. No, I think we were standing at the entrance way while you guys scouted to see if there was anyone in here.
Yeah, well, I'd call Nemesis and tell, hey, Here's this thing for hacking.
A computer?
It's hackable.
So that's Walter though, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Is it, and this is voice speaking basic English.
right, exactly. That's it.
I'm just gonna look at the others like, what the hell did he just say?
I mean, if we can all hear it, the android would once again translate.
Oh, I scarf her upstairs.
All right. A master bedroom has a little bit more character and flavor to it than the other rooms had, except for the hobby room. That had, man cave flavor. In this master bedroom, you do see on dressers and hanging from walls, on bedside tables, various Union service memorabilia and photos of let's see, who here has a military background?
I'd assume I have one.
And remembers it.
Actually, none of you really have the kind of military background or upbringing that would trigger this kind of familiarity. So, photos of other people in what look like military or type uniforms. For player reference, they are photos of squad mates, but there's a particular style and framing of that kind of picture that would be familiar to somebody that grew up in or around the military, and none of your characters have that background.
Okay.
Well, if I know anything about my tropes, all of them are dead except for him.
And he wants revenge against the Tsoo, I guess. No, that doesn't make sense.
It may help in your guesswork to know that I really don't like the TV trope site. I avoid it at all costs because it just annoys me.
Do they have a tontine?
Do they have a what?
A tontine. It's like
It's an insurance policy where you have a bunch of people buy in, and then whoever the last person left alive gets it.
Oh.
Yeah, they're pretty much illegal.
Oh no, they're horribly illegal
for obvious reasons.
Yeah, I could see
I think
why that would cause complications.
Yeah, that's another trope for like soldiers, because particularly if it's like a brutal war, where most of them are likely to die while they're still young.
Yeah, but then some of them survive, and then one of them kills the other.
Yes.
And they have to find out who.
Yeah, that seems problematic. So no, it looks like he has photos of random people that they all appear to have been in the same kind of profession. And it doesn't take too much looking at them to realize that, hey, wait a minute, those are Union colors. We've seen those color schemes here and there. Those are Union uniforms. These are probably all Union officials or military of some sort.
How nice.
I like to call them corporate thugs.
Or corporate thugs. How nice is this place?
Like their uniforms and stuff, and is it kind of a little rough or is it very crisp? Like uniforms and everything?
There's both on both sides of the spectrum.
Okay. So almost some sort of progression.
And it's different people too. Looks like instead of some sort of progression, it just looks like
but
different situations.
Oh, okay.
Like one of those photos could very, very easily have come straight out of a war zone. Everyone looks happy, so it's probably a victory at the war zone. But they're dirty.
Do they have the same weapons? Like, were they equipped by the same from the same armory, or do they have individual ones?
Yeah, in photos where you can see weapons, they appear to be all of the same make and model.
Okay.
So you say it's different people. So as his the progression. He's in all of them, but with different people, right?
He's not actually even in all of them, but he is in most of them. But he's in most, not
Huh.
all. And
Are
it
the-
is different
Are
people.
the ones that he's not in? Do they have some of the same people he's been with before?
Yes, they did.
Okay.
Does he carry weapons on these photos?
He does.
And is there any photo where like there's at least one other person that's in all of them?
Go ahead and give me a skill check to try and parse that together quickly. It's
I
something that
administer
you
it?
could do with some, you know, with some analysis and taking some time with it. But if you want to just kind of make a quick estimation, it's going to be a skill check.
Would it be an administer skill check?
Sure.
Yeah.
It's going to be intelligence.
Yeah. No, that's what I want.
Okay.
Look, another 9.
All right. Well, clearly, Roll20 is broken today, and all I have to do if I want you to fail is set the difficulty at 8 or 10.
Yeah, so I'll just start cataloging each individuals in each picture in like my data pad. Actually, I don't think I got a data pad yet. I have a com pad.
No,
But
you
I'm
don't.
sure.
You don't even
No, it's a
have
data
to go
Yeah.
quite that far.
Okay.
Unless Nemesis wants to be extra double thorough and make sure that
I am proficient in administer, so yeah. I mean, I would at the very least, I would like assign each person like some sort of descriptive feature.
So maybe
I
she just takes a picture.
I guess I could take a picture of each one too, and kind of like label them.
I mean, that's what they do nowadays.
Very organized. Yeah, like very organized.
Now
kind
hold
of.
on. Are we going to look through his family photo albums too, and then
Not yet.
see if we can find his baby pictures?
Yeah,
Not
if,
yet.
if you find
we can
albums.
get to that later.
But at quick glance, no, she doesn't see any one particular individual that's in all of the photos.
Okay. I still want to take like I assume can I take pictures of the data?
I mean, yeah.
Okay. Well, if
They're
that's
basically, yeah.
It's
like
a tablet.
yeah. Yeah. So I'll just like take pictures of each of just in case.
If they're
In
in
fact, I'll just might as well just start cataloging the whole place. So I guess my priority will be getting to the computer here in a second. So maybe I'll just take a picture of those pictures of pictures, if you will.
Okay.
And then I'll go to the computer. And
So
what I
earlier you
can
guys
there.
said that you were basically rifling through the place. Is that still the plan?
yeah,
No.
we.
I mean, I assumed so.
Okay. Then
Yeah, rifling through basically means we're not going to be subtle about it. Maybe not slash the mattress. Well, I don't know. Maybe we do slash the mattress.
It does
And
not
you-
take any difficult searching to find a that there is a locked safe. It's not in his closet. In fact, I really didn't specify where it is. It's just in the bedroom somewhere.
Charlie, why don't you
The
take
sitting
that?
room has a desktop computer sitting on a desk,
Mhm.
and let's see.
Yeah.
Those are the two primary points of interest. I mean, aside from the hobby room, obviously. Who doesn't like Legos?
Nemesis, why don't you take the computer? Charlie, see if you can deal with that safe. Walter, do you want to help me search through the... No. Walter, why don't you keep a lookout downstairs? I'll search through the hobby room.
Sure. Do you want a cup of coffee?
No, I'm good, Walter. Thank you.
Okay.
Alright.
I'd make me a cup of coffee while
Oh.
patrolling downstairs.
Miyakin, if you don't mind, go ahead and put emotes that you actually that are actually in character in the Discord.
Oh, sure.
Things get lost too easily in Roll20. In game is for yep, you got it. Perfect. And is the android doing anything?
Well, currently just looking over things. I mean, she wasn't asked to do anything, so
Okay.
just making sure nothing bad happens.
All right. Nox, let's go ahead and focus on Charlie for a second. He's got this. It's a long safe. It's not just a little square cube.
So it isn't something that could be theoretically taken out if we needed to.
It is. It is. It's trying to remember my conversions again. It's a little bit less than 2 meters long, and about a third of a meter or 1 foot deep and wide.
Is it like an analog safe or is it digital?
This is a physical lock.
Okay. So no apparent alarms or anything like that that are visible just from a visual inspection of the safe.
Mm-mm.
All right, then I'm gonna take a crack at it.
Okay.
What am I rolling here? Sneak again?
Yes.
Okay.
Crack that safe.
It's gonna be a 10.
All right. Click. It cracks open. Charlie did not, while he was fiddling with it, he did not feel any threat of any kind of traps or anything. I will, when and if there are traps, I will usually roll them into the same opening roll. Basically at a higher difficulty to detect them before unlocking than the difficulty to unlock. So, for example, if this was a difficulty of 8 to unlock, which it was, and if it was trapped, which it wasn't, the difficulty to find that there was a trap before actually setting it off would be at a 10 or 12 on that same roll.
Okay.
He opens it up and finds several ballistic weapons, as well as a credit cube and several cred sticks.
I'm going to snab the credit things, and then I'm going to announce that we have weapons if we need to go loud.
Okay.
The credit cube is probably useless to us, right?
Credit cubes are gen locked. The cred sticks can all be used.
Yeah.
How loud did you announce that? Would I hear it downstairs?
Yeah.
Then I'd immediately run up.
Oh no.
Like a kid at a candy store.
Let's resolve real quick. You said that Charlie grabs the cube and cred sticks. Is he trying to pocket them?
Yes.
Okay. There are a total of 10 cred sticks, and the cube is, while small, not entirely small. I think
You said the cred cube can't be used, basically, right?
right. You can
So I'll leave-
usually turn it in for some credit reward, but it's typically not usable.
Yeah. So
You
I'll
might want to
leave-
hand that off to Nemesis. They might
yeah,
figure
I'll
out
leave the
something to do
cube
with
behind, but I'll grab
Yeah.
the sticks.
Okay.
I don't know if I want to poke the exchange a lot. I don't think they'll like that.
it. Well, we can take it with and deal with it later.
So
Yeah, I suppose.
the question about the cred sticks is that there are a lot of them, and they're going to make some noise if he doesn't take precautions to try and not make the noise. In other words,
Charlie, did you just start rattling?
this is going to be
I've been rattling this whole time. I'm already carrying fucking 10 cred sticks.
However, grabbing more is a deliberate act of taking them without the party knowing, or it's just scooping them up and the party hears, oh hey, that sounds like little pieces of plastic being shuffled around.
Sounds like money.
That's okay. Nemesis isn't paying any attention.
Jai doesn't care.
He's also in another room. So let's go ahead and get a real quick sneak dex check from Charlie.
Okay.
That is certainly sufficient. He was very quiet about that.
I'd assume you would only call me after you've already started everything, right?
Yeah,
So
he's done
it
with this by the
wouldn't be
time
like,
Walter gets up.
okay, yeah, then I'd have no reason to be suspicious or whatsoever.
That's okay.
I'd be
We-
just happy to have guns.
Was
okay.
there anything other than the weapons in there, Charlie?
There were guns. Then there was a cred cube.
Okay. Grab the cred cube. We'll... Let's see if I can find anything in here. I guess, yeah, I'll just keep searching the hobby room, and then... I don't know. I'll let Nemesis do his search, or her searching if she wants.
All right. Real quick for Walter charging on at. There are 2 worn mag pistols bearing the Union logo, a rusted and unusable mag rifle also with the Union logo, a sniper rifle, a combat shotgun, and 220 ammo.
Interesting question for Walter. How does he plan to get this out
Yeah, I
of
was gonna say
here?
also an android that would stop him.
Wait, what? Did you say the android would stop me or what?
Yep.
Can you be more specific? Stop him from what?
Where
From coming
and
in the
when?
room? From taking weapons out of the room?
From taking the weapons.
Okay.
The second he runs up there, you see those comics where someone runs into an outstretched arm. Something like that. Just less violent.
You clothesline him as he scampers in.
Yes.
Oh dear.
Just less violent.
So would it be at the upstairs or the way into the room?
Yeah, let's get more specific with this. Where is Android?
That's a good question.
Patrolling the house, essentially. That's how I said Overwatch.
Good call.
Okay. Well, I've got a map over here. Like I said, I didn't expect to use it, but here we are. So let's say that she's upstairs and she's in the hallway. How does that sound?
That works.
Okay. So as Walter is running up the stairs, he sees Android, and is she already making obvious that she's going to stop him? Or it?
Yeah.
He's
She
gonna run to the
started
gun.
moving the second the weapons were announced because
Okay.
Walter is.
Walter
Charlie.
has some issues.
Well,
Walter is predictable.
Okay. Okay,
Very
so
predictable.
that's your scene vision. That's what Walter sees is Android clearly preparing to stop him from getting into that room.
Yeah, I try to sneak by.
Well, there's no sneaking. She sees you. Do you want to try
Yeah,
and
no, I mean,
dodge by?
I'll exactly dodge by.
Okay. All right.
Really rooting for Walter here. He's been working hard for that sniper rifle.
He has sniper rifles on board the ship galore.
I'm also not sure how he's planning to get this like walk around with this.
I'm pretty sure he's not thinking that far ahead.
All right, so
No, I'm not.
let's put a little bit of dice to this. I think Exert covers both of your guys' efforts here. So, an Exert skill check using either strength or dexterity, whichever makes more sense for you to try and to get by, and to try and stop him from getting by.
Well, I was thinking punch, but sure.
Oh no. Yeah. All right.
Oh look, another 9. They're back.
That's not good. Oh well.
Now, is the android? You said punch. You don't mean punch as in actually striking him, do you? You mean punch as in using skill at knowing how to.
Combat, yes.
Okay. I don't think that would have salvaged that roll. That would have been a reasonable use. I would have allowed that, but I still don't think that would have salvaged that roll, would it?
Need +3 skill, yeah.
Yeah.
Highly unlikely.
Yeah. So
You could always re-roll it.
Android is
Okay.
not an expert.
Oh. No? Oh. Right, I thought warriors could re-roll combat rolls.
Also, not a warrior.
Yeah, not a warrior.
Yeah, Android
is
is
an
a
android.
special Android class. Walter.
I thought the android class was basically just an upgraded warrior.
Oh no, the Android class is basically an adventurer, psychic / warrior, or at least this particular version of it. And the warrior adventurer doesn't get the reroll.
Yep.
Although I might allow it because exert is only one letter off from expert, so.
All right, no, he gets through somehow.
Yeah.
Sound logic.
So you both, let's see, Walter used Dex and Android used Strength. What just happened in this tight little hallway here? Describe to me.
Yeah, I'd imagine that the android would try to grab me somehow with his hands, and Walter, while running, sees this coming and slides down next to the android and is then behind him.
All right, maybe
That's
a little
his
bit of
knees.
rolling action there.
Oh boy.
That works, cause the problem was she was not trying to kill him.
Right.
That's what threw it off.
Now you know better. Now
Next
you
time.
know better.
All right, Walter slips by the android and makes it into the room with the guns.
Yeah, since I know now that I have a timer, before the android would turn around and try to catch me, I immediately grab the next gun that's available and immediately load it, so that if I would be approached, I would be already ready
So
to
he's-
shoot.
So
So
he
he-
is readying the gun.
So you're immediately going to prepare the gun to threaten Android if they try to take it away.
Exactly.
All right.
God.
Oh boy.
Real quick,
This-
what were the guns?
This I'd like to
escalates
say just really quickly, this is stupid.
Are any of the characters going to intervene here? Any of the other characters going to intervene or
He's
say
got a
words?
gun. I'm not going anywhere near that.
I mean, at this point, I suppose Nemesis surrounded the computer chair. Is like, what the hell is going on?
And Charlie's right there as Walter barrels over.
Knocking Charlie aside in his haste to arm himself with very obvious weapons.
I still don't even know what weapons there were.
Oh.
Mag pistols, a combat shotgun, a sniper rifle, right?
Yeah, I'll post that in Discord real quick.
I think that was a mag rifle that was unusable, but
Walter, you're not walking around with a bunch of rifles.
I need just one.
You're not walking around with one. This is not.
Oh,
It's illegal.
Walter, think it. Wait, I don't know. Walter, think it through.
You say in a
What's-
language he can't understand.
No, he can understand me. It's asymmetrical.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, that's even dumber.
Yeah.
What's the problem? Last time I also had a laser rifle.
That you bought from here, and that looked like a dragon, I think.
It was also illegal to carry it around, not in the box.
It looked like a fucking
Right.
dragon. They probably thought it
Also-
was a toy.
Also, it was in the box. Oh wait.
Yeah, I thought it was in the box actually.
Mm-hmm.
No, we've opened it.
Well,
did
it,
open
it
the
was
box.
supposed to be in the box.
Oh.
That was
Still.
part of the rule for being able to buy it and carry it, is that it couldn't leave the box.
Even so,
Look, I feel safer if I have a gun. That's my pill for me.
well, no, you've got actual. All right, Walter. Here's your compromise. You can take one of the pistols.
How convenient that is the first weapon that he grabbed by the GM decision of the player saying, I grabbed the first weapon I can.
There you go. Yeah, everyone does feel less safe like this.
Well, what matters for Walter is that he feels safe. and he feels really much more safe if he has a gun.
Great.
We will have to pass multiple checkpoints.
Did they have like weapon scanners at the checkpoints?
Um, yeah, they had scanners. You guys don't know just how in depth they are as far as detecting weapons because you haven't brought weapons in yet.
Right.
You've taken
Wait
a
a
weapon
second, are
out,
we-
and they didn't detect it.
Again,
we
that
currently in the
weapon looks
residential
like a
area?
weird space future plastic dragon thing, so I don't know.
I was gonna say that was one of the weapons they sold, so it might have shown up as a yeah, he bought that. Okay.
Yeah. All right. So anyway, we'll just have Walter leave separately from the rest of us. For now, let's just deal with me searching and Nemesis searching. I guess.
Okay.
I want to try and see if there are any, like, cabinets, dressers, drawers, any of that stuff to start rifling through.
Yeah, there are numerous cabinets and dresser drawers that Charlie can start rifling through. There's trash bins in the kitchen, in the bedroom. There's tons of drawers downstairs in the kitchen. A couple on the coffee table. There are a lot of places to search in this relatively small space.
Yeah, I mean, like the bedroom, because
Okay.
nobody's paying attention to that, I guess.
All right.
That's what I want to spend my time doing.
Okay. Let's focus first on Nemesis. And sit down at the computer, or look back at the computer after the Walter disturbance. And
the term Walter incident.
the Walter incident. And look back at the user ID lock screen. It is a locked and secured computer system.
Ah, but how secure?
Well, I think she's just about to find out, isn't she?
That's the idea.
Okay. Let's pull up.
Just do a program intelligence.
No. Streamlining things, I feel like... Where the heck did my thing go? I feel like the same check to find out how secure... the check to find out how secure can be the same check as breaking that security. So, I'm already telling you that this computer is secured, and it's going to take a suppress hack to essentially suppress that the login system.
Ah, but what if I don't subvert it instead? No, I'm just kidding. I don't think
You could.
that doesn't make sense.
Uh,
I mean, I guess what was I guess subverting would be like changing the password.
well,
You
you can
subvert it,
that-
and then oh no, now he can't log in anymore.
remember
Yeah,
your
that
hack
seems
is
pointless.
only going to last as long as either your hacker focus allows, or permanently if you have a line shunt in place, and then only until the line shunt is removed. So
Why would I even put a line shunt in this? I mean, is this a self-contained desktop?
it is
essentially.
the line shunt would be on the computer.
Inside the chassis.
In that case, the line shunt would simply be to try and make the hack permanent until the line shunt was moved.
Well, I could just apply that afterwards if I need more time, then, right?
Don't know. Actually, I don't know shit about this stuff.
Yeah, I don't.
I mean,
It doesn't
I mean,
say anything
a
one way or
line
the
shunt
other.
doesn't make much sense on a desktop, but then again, it's also sci-fi, so
Well, the line shunt is just to reroute traffic that you don't want going through certain security checkpoints.
So the way I understand, it is like, essentially it'd be like over like a network line to bypass a certain, like a firewall or something like that. It'd basically be like manually connecting to a route around a firewall. And there's not really like a firewall. I mean, there is, a computer would have a firewall, but it's not going to stop anything like at the console.
Well, the
Like-
line shunts are full of TL5 space magic or some sort. It's probably not TL5, but no, line shunt is a cinematic conceit that allows the thing that you want to do to work. It's not trying to be realistic.
What? How does searching for line shunt find life lit? Wow.
You
That's
must have upgraded
liquid.
to the newer Adobe that actually does try to find other versions of it.
Oh.
Don't worry about the
That's
specifics
useless.
for right now.
Yeah, that's a.
Uh,
I mean, I guess. I mean, I have two. I might as well. I mean, I might as well use one in that case, just to be safe.
Okay. Yeah. In this instance, the line shunt would simply be to extend the duration of your hack. You don't need one to activate the hack just yet.
Yeah. How many? Someone had 4. We used 2 earlier, right? And they're one-time uses.
They are one-time use.
Okay.
I'm pretty
I
sure I
think-
gave you all the ones I had.
Well, I didn't actually add it to my inventory, but I'm assuming that if you did, then yeah, I can go ahead and add those to mine. Was it 4
Yeah,
of
so
them?
well, we had 4, we used 2 of them, so you
And
would
I
still
had
have
2
the
of,
other
and
2.
I had 2 of my own. Yes. Okay.
Okay.
So at least 3 total. Okay, yeah, I'll go ahead and use a line shot then, since I've got 3 left.
Okay. All right. Nemesis is familiar enough with this this kind of older computer model, or at least what it looks like its design is, that she can pop the case off, or pop a panel off and say, okay, yeah,
It's
this
like
is
someone using a Commodore nowadays.
yeah, pretty much. This is where line shunt will redirect traffic away from or this particular processing, and whatever hacks she does here will be permanent until that's removed. It's even in such a location that you can put the panel back on.
Yeah. I guess that could be useful in the future too. I mean, if we're gonna be here, I don't know how long we'll really be around Tsos, but I don't know how long this whole saving Tsos Prime is gonna last. We'll
Probably
find out.
another 12 sessions, given
Oh yeah, almost
Lulu's
certainly.
Oh my god. Oh god.
Yeah, this is the entire campaign now.
luck.
I only stayed on the ship because I needed that one day.
All right. Anyways, let's get to this hacking.
Yes, let's do. So, just getting in is a suppressed system. If you want to
Okay.
make it so that you have some control over it,
I don't
It
think I
is-
need control so much. I just need access.
okay, yeah, that's suppressed. That's an easier
I
check.
mean, I think control would be funny for a gag, like the whole while he's using it, I can mess with. But I don't think essentially I guess because subverting would basically be like installing a rootkit where I have full access. I just need a backdoor to get so I can see what's going on, which should be less intrusive. Anyways,
Go ahead and roll your program in.
yes. Yeah, that beats an 8.
It does. You're in. You
And of course I say I'm in.
it's required.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you don't get in. Obviously.
Amazing.
On the computer, you see a handful of unencrypted files and browser history. Pretty much just normal use. And you can
Now,
look through.
is the browser history enough to blackmail him with?
Well, let me get to that. There are some secured files which will require further hacking.
Yeah, that's what I'd be looking for. Is if he's got anything secured on here, that's obviously.
Yeah, I mean, on a personal computer, yeah, I'd be suspicious of that
Yeah,
regardless.
and I'd like to. I mean, I guess if I can, I'd search around for anything that's hit. So these are the secured files that are, were they hidden away at all, or it's just this is password.
No, you can see
plain
two
sight.
clumps essentially. Looks like they are. There's an encrypted folder, and there's a program that is requiring password. Login and password.
Okay.
Those will be 2 separate checks to try and access. The program looks like it is a communication program, and the folder it's in Russian. Does anybody speak
wait.
Russian?
Now I speak Belarusian. Does that count?
No, it does not.
Do any of us speak Russian?
I know we have some certain new hires that do. I mean, if we wanted to bring them in on this, it's like, hey, could you read this for us?
I used to be able to read Russian, then Dex took it away from me.
And
And
Dex
I'm not
is never
bitter.
going to live that down.
I can
I
can speak Farsi.
Shouldn't
It's the same thing, right?
Your ability to speak Farsi is of no use in this situation.
Right.
All right, well, we'll go to the communications thing first then. Worst
All
case, like I said, and then we'll check on the files later, depending on how this.
Lulu brought this up earlier. Is Nemesis looking at the unencrypted stuff at all? Or is she going straight to the communications program?
I would probably go for the easy stuff first if we've got time.
Okay.
I don't see. It seems likely that we have plenty of time. So yeah, I would dig through like stuff that doesn't require like additional hacking, because I mean sometimes it's the whole hide in plain sight.
Right.
The unencrypted files and browser history all point to various enthusiast news zines and entertainment media related to Union, including some obvious propaganda material masquerading as movies. Think if the movie Starship Troopers had been produced with actual intent to raise interest in a cause or entity.
So Starship Troopers, but sincere instead of sarcastic.
Yes.
Okay.
But none of the
Starship
content would
Troopers,
change.
but the book.
From what I've heard, yeah.
The book is also sarcastic. People just read it wrong.
Yeah, that's fair.
It's not that sarcastic.
See, that's the beautiful thing about a movie or book like Starship Troopers. Oh yeah, no, we were just being sarcastic. Totally weren't.
Sure.
Yeah, that's the kind of movies. That some of the stuff on his computer is that kind of movie.
I mean, I wouldn't have actually called the book propaganda. That's just a book. Just the movie's a lot more obviously satire. Anyway, off track.
Okay, so
Little bit.
nothing particularly damning in there.
Welcome to
I mean, I
Darkstar
guess.
Book Club.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess maybe he's been propagandized.
Nothing particularly damning. It
Unless
just
it-
looks
unless
like
it's like
enthusiast.
unless it
I
looks
mean-
like he's distributing it.
Well, I mean, he was at least used to be a union. Well, I mean, obviously he's got a lot of pro-union stuff. We could probably take all of that.
Yeah.
Or wait, no.
Well, I mean, that's
I don't know
not
if that's
terribly.
for the-
Yeah, that's
that's-
not really damning at all. I mean, that's probably a lot of people here.
It's known that he works for both, isn't it?
Yeah, he is an employee of both, and he's been. You've at least heard Eddie say how pro-union and how pro-miners he is. Protective of miner rights, I believe, is one thing that Eddie said.
Mhm.
Not Eddie, Ed, your driver, Gabby.
I'd also like to say how weird it is that we're going against the union, but the union is a megacorp. This just feels kind of fucked up somehow.
The fact that the union is a megacorp.
Yeah,
Yeah, I know, right? It seems like they've subverted the meaning of union,
right.
Sounds like a good
of
job.
a work union.
It sounds like they did a good job. I mean, if you subvert the word, the meaning of the word that is typically used against you, probably
And-
was intentional.
Isn't that the Tyrion Lannister approach?
Probably. Yeah, more or less, actually.
Yeah, doesn't he pretty much tell people to use other people's bad words against them?
Deeper into the Darkstar Book Club.
Yeah, I mean, sorry, I'm real bored.
Yeah, we're going full steam now.
All right, communications program.
Communications program.
What are we doing there? I guess just suppressing the security on that.
No, that's going to be a little bit more difficult. Due to decryption, you're either going to need to decrypt on the fly, which is essentially subvert a system, or you can just copy all these files and brute force them on your ship computers using a lot of time. And by a lot
What
of
do you
time,
Yeah, doing it offline would be little risk.
yeah, there's low risk offline.
I think copy protection would be a thing, but that's probably not get around that.
Decrypting
Also,
encrypted files doesn't really run into a lot of those snags.
If we already don't care about him knowing that someone's been in here, we could just steal the whole drive.
The files are in the computer.
I mean, I
I know in this case we're not taking the monitor, but
I was going to say we could just we might want to just steal the hard drive anyway. I think
Well,
it's a good
so-
habit to be in.
the communications thing could be tied to like this address and all that jazz. So
Yeah.
like I think that's real. So that's but the files stuff. Yeah, you're right. I think that'd be a very easy argument to make.
Yeah.
I'm curious about the communications thing and if I can get into that.
And I'm just saying it might be worth seeing if he's got his password saved for like his bank account and all those things.
Mhm.
You know, just
he-
saying.
Yeah, does he have any sticky notes? Actually, did I have to hack to the login?
He does not have
Dex,
sticky notes.
they're thinking like I do.
They are, but you don't see any sticky
I think-
notes that contain foreign words or symbols. And I think I said the wrong thing earlier. I may have said subvert. What I mean is this is the equivalent of a get general information check, so it
Okay.
is a difficulty 10.
Yeah, well, it's the same difference for difficulty.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I guess I'm gonna try to get general information off that program.
Okay. Go
And
ahead
I
and roll
think
it.
is this still +1 modifier or
Yep.
modifier on the difficulty because
Mhm.
of the. Let's see what we got. Oh yeah, I got it.
All right. These hacks are each taking 10 minutes. Unless you were taking the penalty for rushing a hack.
No.
So I'm
No,
gonna.
I felt like we had plenty of time. No one told me otherwise. So.
Yeah, if he already went to work and it's 6:30 in the morning, I wouldn't particularly expect him to come back soon.
That's not anyone else lives here.
So I'm gonna refocus briefly on other members of the ground team. After the little Walter incident, what does Android get back to doing?
Basically keeping lookout, patrolling.
Okay.
Since he didn't need to take down Walter, since everyone seems to agree that he will leave separately, which brings Doris down to acceptable levels for her.
Okay. All right. So she's just kind of walking up and down the stairs through the various rooms and looking out the window.
Yep, discreetly.
Okay.
Just, well, technically less on the upstairs, since anyone entering wouldn't go through the upstairs. There's no real entrance there, correct?
That's correct.
Yeah, then she would more keep herself now down to the downstairs, since upstairs, well, is secure enough. They did
Okay.
not blow themselves up with the safe, so everything else seems to be fine.
This place would not pass OSHA standards for fire safety, but if there's a fire problem, then there's other problems.
That would be a good way of covering our tracks.
Oh boy, you want to add arson on a planet that is
I mean,
Oh,
the
it's
planet's
already on
already
fire.
on. Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah, let's start an
Yeah,
fire. And
Fire on the outside, fire on the inside.
Look, I'm just saying, there's so much fire around right now that they're not gonna notice a little bit more.
Yeah, ever made fire in a cave? It's kind of like that.
All right. What
Just make a
is
soup bubble around the guy's house.
what is Jai doing in the hobby room?
I'm opening all the drawers, looking behind all the half-finished
Stealing the Lego
models.
kits.
You know, I'm just looking through everything that can be looked through, really.
Okay. Is he searching intently, or is he just kind of opening things and looking at them?
Searching intently, I'd say.
All right. How about Charlie? Walter has grabbed out and loaded the mag pistol in a surprising blur. He's clearly very skilled at using those weapons and knows exactly what he's doing. And then we had that little discussion of, okay, he can have it. What's Charlie doing after that?
I'd like to actually question that. Does he know what he's doing?
Yeah, as far as handling that weapon, he's quite competent.
All right, but beyond that though.
No, he doesn't.
Okay.
Actually, you'd have to ask Vision about that.
Vision, does Walter know what he's doing beyond the actual handling of the weapon?
We can't hear you if you're talking, Vision.
I've asked about what the question refers to.
Oh.
Whether it's about my ability to handle the gun and to load it, or about my plan.
I think it's about the plan.
The latter. The latter. I trust that you know how to load and fire a weapon.
All right. Yeah, Walter hadn't a plan actually. He just wanted to have a gun to feel more safe, and everything else wasn't even considered by him.
But Vision, the gun was in the safe. If you removed the gun from the safe, it'll be less safe.
But
Thank you, Vision. That was the perfect response. All right.
No, that was the time the gun made.
Let's go back to Nox.
Oh, as the bullet entered my skull. Yeah, that's fair.
All right, so Nox,
Hey, it's a
what
mech
is Charlie doing after all this?
Basically ditto, but inside the bedroom.
Okay. All right, and I'm gonna ask again, anyways. He's actually intently searching around, or is he just going through the motions?
I'm intently searching around.
Okay. All right. Zoe, up in the ship, is still cutting.
I've learned how to whistle, but I can't actually hear myself whistle because the saw is so loud.
Self-harm is not the solution.
Well, the solution to that is to vent all of the atmosphere in the Raza so that the only atmosphere is within your suit in which you're whistling.
That does have the slight problem of killing everyone else on board, but it's probably fine.
That's not true. Switch will be perfectly fine.
Tell them to put on suits
Switch
first.
isn't alive.
That's a matter of opinion.
Speciesist? Yeah. Tell us what you think.
Not biologically. I mean, I'm sure they have a rich inner spiritual life, but... Wait, no, hold on.
Way to assume that robots
Do
have
androids have rich inner spiritual lives?
You'll have to ask one.
Look, androids contain multitudes, all right?
No, they shouldn't. If they contain multitudes, we might have a problem. Wouldn't that, I don't know,
Well, the androids will
result in some fatal errors? Or no, hold on. What happens if we run 2 android programs at once on a single body?
Well, so far it seems fine.
Wait, what?
Hey! I love this group.
There's kind of a protocol for that, isn't there? In your advanced android thing.
Actually,
Not
the
exactly,
interlink
but-
android is very, very specifically designed to run multiple parallel systems.
No, I mean running.
To
Now,
full
say you have an
androids.
android, and then you have like a virtual computer that's running another android in the android, and then you have that one run another android. How does that look?
You'll just
I mean,
have
I
to,
would think.
you'll just have to wait until you meet that android.
Yeah,
time,
yeah,
I think
seriously
that's
writing down
not-
notes.
I mean, that could be how the android just works normally. Like, is that they subsection off this person a section of themselves to work on a task in a virtual environment.
I'm not talking about subsectioning off a portion of themselves. I'm having
Totally
talking
different.
about
You're talking about a totally different one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're actually
Okay.
talking about multiple full people, separate people, but as androids in a single android. I get
Right.
it, and you'll just have to wait
Multiple-
until you meet
yeah.
that one.
Which you've just created.
I wouldn't
I'm
say
pretty
that.
sure.
Maybe.
All right, back to our in-game insanity. All right, let's go ahead and get the results of that hack check. It's been another 10 minutes of Nemesis circumventing security and Actually, not circumventing security. Sorry, I forgot what she was doing. Basically, exploring this encryption for vulnerabilities or weaknesses that she can exploit to quickly pull it out of the decryption or have it decrypt itself, instead of going through the brute force of trying all the factorials.
Yeah.
And she does find one. What she reveals is a program that is storing Karis Behrman's side of email communication. All you see are what he has sent out to another distant source. There are very specific security criteria that must be met in this communication for the communication to engage. This is a secured channel that you've managed to hack into one side of.
Yeah, I guess. So basically, it's kind of like, oh, this, like he receives messages, this message will self-destruct in 5 seconds, except digitally.
It's probably
Kinda,
more
probably.
something like the message is virtually displayed but never actually on his computer.
Yeah.
These
So
are
he can't. So that can't be used to get to the other end, essentially.
It's probably exactly what it is. These are ongoing intermittent communications for about 6 months, occurring approximately every 3 weeks.
Cool. Am I able to download them and all that?
You sure are. The outgoing messages disclose Jotun numbers, culture guard numbers, touristry data, VIPs, etc. All information which should be privileged and confidential.
Yeah, which even in his role as a, what was it, a go-between or something like that between the culture, government, and union.
Let's see, I wrote
Would
it
still
down.
be that would not be his. He should not be sending that information. I'm going to assume that he is sending this information to the union, because until we find something he's working for something even more nefarious than a megacorp called the union.
Yeah.
If it even exists.
He is Office of Technology Development Managing Officer Liaison.
So no, you shouldn't be seeing anything related to the guests.
Okay. Yeah. So this is close. So this could be something we supply to the culture government.
Yeah, though it's not necessarily what we're aiming for. I'm really curious about that stuff in Russian.
Yeah, but none of us speak Russian, so
It's just a file folder name that's in Russian. The rest of it's encrypted. You don't know what language it's in.
that is true. I guess that.
Why don't you try getting in that? And worst comes to worst. Oh wait, could we get like a video feed set up to connect us to the ship and have one of our actually Russian-speaking people look at that through said feed?
I mean, if it's just one, if it's just the folder name and nothing else is in Russian, you could just send a picture up to him.
Sure. Why don't you do that quick?
This is always gonna get paid. It's like, hey, we need one of the Russians.
Yeah.
They're just gonna be really confused.
Yeah, let's do that quick. I assume we've got someone.
All right, who's making the call up to Zoe?
I guess I would, or Nemesis 12. Nemesis,
well.
Yeah, you're the one.
I'm already at the computer. I mean, I would have conferred with y'all. I was like, hey, what do y'all think I should do? It's like,
yeah, call Zoe.
All right, Zoe, you're getting a communication request.
What do you want?
Do we hear this huge buzzsaw coming in over the comms?
Yeah,
no.
the vac suit cuts out some of it, but not all of it.
Yes, you probably do hear a buzzsaw.
Oh god, what is that awful noise, though?
It's a buzzsaw. Can I help you?
We have something in Russian here. Can you get one of the other new hires? Because I guess I'm a new hire too. But can you get one of the other new hires to interpret this for us, and maybe stay on the line to interpret more? And I'll send the picture for now.
All this advanced technology, none of you heard of Google Translate?
What's Google? What's Google?
It's one of the megacorps.
Well,
Oh yeah, I forgot.
No. Google tried to in the Space Wars. Google tried to rebrand as Spoogle, and it didn't work out how they thought it would.
Oh, so they did the same thing as Disney and collapsed in the fallout.
Yes,
All right.
yeah.
Look. The internet is for porn, so Spoogle is just a great name.
Yeah. Except for the fact that Google doesn't like porn.
Are there any lost worlds with Google hang or just Google holdouts?
Google Hangouts.
Let me see. There.
Yeah, well, yeah. Again, they're called Google holdouts now because they're the only ones left.
Yes, surrounding actual Earth, there are probably some AI-driven worlds.
Great.
Amazing.
That are Google holdouts.
Yes.
Okay, I think the only thing for translating in this that I've seen is a translator torque, which is like the spoken.
I mean, you could use
and it's
the
keyed to specific languages.
Yeah, but I'm sure you could.
I guess
I'm
that's
sure
more
they have
advanced.
like actual better
Yeah.
versions of Google Translate nowadays.
Yeah, I guess that's true because that the translator torque is specifically for like spoken immediate real time communication.
And that's a hell of a lot more complicated than.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could be feeding this through a translator program, but remember, everything you do on here is you're doing on somebody else's internet.
You might want to actually just download a translator program at some point. That'd actually probably be a really good idea.
Yeah, that's probably good. But I don't have all the stuff, and I haven't really been a traveling hacker before. Before I just kind of stayed home.
Yeah, it's just a note for later, I guess.
It's like I can bypass all the different protocols regardless of what type it is due to my skill as a hacker, but I can't read that. It's like giving me a totally alien system, and I can hack it, but
you can fucking read Fortran, but you can't read Russian.
Yeah, exactly.
In the background, you hear the buzzsaw get louder, as if Zoe has stopped paying attention and started sawing again.
Okay. What? How do you? I mean, I think we just download this stuff rather than going through this, caveman system.
Yeah, it'd probably be easier. It'd probably be easier to just do it on your compad.
It's like, you know what, Zoe? Forget it.
Already
Wait,
did.
no.
See ya. And I hang up.
Yeah.
Oh.
Grab the hard drive. It'll be a lot easier to prove it if it's on the
well,
drive
we're not.
itself.
Let me
sneaky, right?
put this to you
No.
as a GM. Just taking the files is gonna force you into the path of brute force decryption. If you're trying to decrypt it and expose a vulnerability on the computer, then you can get a hack check for that. But if you're going to just take the files, it's as GM mechanically, I'm going to say that it separates some parts that you'd be able to, some of the vulnerabilities that you would be able to exploit, and so you're locked into the brute force method.
Yeah. That actually makes sense. They're like hardware level security is actually a thing now.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
In that case, why don't you try hacking it normally, and then if that fails, we can just take it and deal with things.
Yeah.
some way.
Yeah, go ahead and decrypt them and then download them if we need to, or even if we can't read it.
Right.
Mhm.
And that
And
way,
then
when
we
you
can still
download them, it's downloaded as a decrypted file.
Yes, but we can also take the hard drive too, just to be safe.
Mhm.
That would be more evidence proof. A government would have the resources to, brute force decrypt something for the purpose of, say, a trial. But we don't have. I don't think we may not have the luxury of that time ourselves.
So it'll take another 10 minutes unless you want to rush it. And
Still no sign of any need to rush. So yeah, we
It's
won't
like
be rushing.
what 6? It's probably like 6:55 right now or something.
yeah, you're approaching 7 o'clock now.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
In the
we're
grand
fine.
scheme of things, this isn't taking that long. All right. So what am I rolling? Oh, I guess program and
Yeah, it's going to be another hack int. This is another get general information, and you know that
Okay,
you've
so
already
we're
made
DC
2
12.
hacks. So
DC 12, 36 plus 2. Oh yeah. Not rolling as bad as I did that other time.
It's because it's not a sensor check.
That's true.
um, and yes, throwing that into a quick search, if you do so on the local internet,
Yeah, if I
is
can.
it's just Russian for blueprints.
Cool.
That's all it is.
So probably the maybe the weaponized. But that's fine. I'm still gonna hack it. No matter what it is, I want to hack
Well, I
it.
mean, that's definitely interesting.
It is, particularly if it's blueprints for anything other than the Tsoo suit.
So there's a few things in here. 3 of them stand out. The first is an Acme-style contraption with a cartoonish figure running and sweating inside a hamster wheel. There's literally a teardrop-shaped drop of sweat coming from this animated fire's face. Or cartoonish fire's face.
They want to use the Tsoo as an energy source.
The design notes.
but not in the way that normal people would, like using like actual heat and energy to generate steam to turn turbines. No, they're going to do the hamster wheel thing.
Nope.
No, I don't think they're literally doing the hamster wheel. I think
Are
that's
you
just representative.
sure?
That is what it shows. That is the drawing there.
I'm not sure, but given the cartoon,
It's what it says on the blueprints.
There are design notes that read 1. Alien goes here, and it points to inside the hamster wheel.
Okay,
2.
you know what? You're right. Damn it.
Unlimited power comes out here, and it points outside of the hamster wheel. 3. Profit with an exclamation point.
Well, at least they have a step 2.
Oh my god.
There is a more serious note scrawled below the drawing that reads, "More data is needed to assess viability."
So okay, so this is like the CEO like idea phase, and it's really up to the engineers to actually get the energy out.
You can tell he doesn't have any actual technical experience somehow.
Yeah.
We need to send Zoe a picture of this so she can judge the viability of the plans.
Oh yeah, should we capture a Tsoo for the Rasa?
God. Actually, now I'm tempted. Now that you bring that up.
No, that defeats the whole purpose. It's
Well,
to our goals.
No, hold on. It doesn't defeat the whole purpose. We're preventing all of the Sioux from being enslaved, so we can enslave a couple of them.
Yeah, I see that. Yeah, we just ask him like, hey, now that we've done you a favor, could you loan us a couple of yourselves?
But no. Let's keep going and see what the other things are that hopefully aren't as stupid.
The first one looks like when Jai looks at it, it looks like somebody is pranking Karis, as in like, here's your stupid idea. We need more information, dumbass. Or we need more data. The other ones are much more serious. The second item that stands out is actually detailed plans for integration of the thermal pistol into the suit power feed, along with modification that turns the weapon into a short-range continuous stream cutting torch.
That turns the Tsoo suit weapon into a cutting turd?
Yeah, the integrated thermal pistol turns it into a short-range continuous stream cutting torch. So basically, takes the plasma, the pistol that shoots plasma, and turns it into a plasma cutter.
Yeah, it makes sense. I can see that being useful.
There are footnotes that describe this design as faulty, but sufficiently easy to modify and maintain for the skill of the techs at hand.
Might be worth holding on to that for us.
I would assume that onto that.
And the third one is the one that probably strikes the most resonance after contact with the actual Tsoo. It's a sample analysis of Tsos continental crust that reveals highly profitable concentrations of naturally occurring graphene layers. The footnotes cast uncertainty on the analysis, as the sample atomic structure shifted in transit, according to the footnote, and they request temperature-protected samples be delivered for further study at native material temperatures. And for those that didn't spend an hour or two looking up various substances, graphene is very valuable.
Obviously, our main stopping point is mass manufacture of said material.
Yeah, exactly. It's a super
Really cool
material
stuff.
that's very difficult to make, and this sample analysis is basically saying, hey, this shit is naturally occurring in layers.
Hey, Dex.
Yeah.
You can just call it an unobtainium. We all know what you're talking about.
Well, no, hold on.
thing.
Graphene's a real thing, though.
Very obtainium.
Come on, guys. At this point, with the precedent that I've set, unfortunately for myself, would you still respect me if I ever used unobtainium?
Yes.
I
don't
would respect
respect
me.
you
I don't
now.
think I will. I don't. At this point, I don't think I will.
Dex, I assure you,
I
don't have to worry about.
lose.
You don't have to worry about me respecting you.
Yeah, I know that. That's true.
Well, see, I still respect you, but I would lose my respect for you if you used it.
I feel like assessing the actual viability of things well beyond my comprehension adds a certain flavor, and I like to
Yeah,
say.
no, I think that's a very plausible thing that would be very valuable.
Decades from now, I'm going to be the subject of one of those real physicists react to Darkstar, and you just see their face like, what the fuck?
I appreciate your optimism.
Yeah.
Not and though I'll admit you have done a pretty solid job on like all the setup stuff for this, so
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
I can actually see this probably being. I can see like a campaign manual being published at some point or something.
Okay. So I suppose the question, I guess now it's all. I guess first things first. We get out of here. I think since if we're not being subtle about having been here and ransacked we might as well take. I mean, we could leave the computer and make him think that if we don't take it, we could make him think that we didn't get to the sensitive file. Is one line of thinking, or if we just don't care what he knows, we go ahead and take it, and that gives a solid, like, physical evidence. If we're talking about the government, the local government.
Let's recap what we actually have found so far. We have found
Weapons are almost certainly illegal.
Sorry.
Yeah, by the way, were there any documents that the weapons were legal?
I'm not super sure on that because it looked like it was old military stuff, and they might have allowed him to bring that as a souvenir.
Mm-hmm.
What are the laws like on this plant for that sort of stuff?
But the only weapon that wasn't usable, like a lot of stuff like that, like old military stuff, I think has to be rendered inoperable.
These weapons are extremely dangerous in culture. These are ballistic weapons that are not void carbines.
Right.
There's no documentation that goes along with them.
Probably take pictures of the weapons inside the safe.
So that's more.
That's
stuff.
something, though we do need to prove that they were his. We'll have to snap a picture of those. I don't think that's enough for us to really turn them in without getting in most of them ourselves.
Here, but how much sign have we actually left? We've been here. Can we?
You've ransacked the place.
Okay.
Yeah.
Could it be fixed?
I guess it depends on if anyone slashed the mattress, right?
Walter, have you slashed the mattress yet?
Or by me, at least.
No, why should I?
No, I'll just tell you guys that with how thorough you said that you were being, none of you have perfect enough memory to put everything back, and you could try to rearrange things back the way that you remember them, but there will be a significant chance that anybody that's truly familiar with this space will notice that something's changed.
What if we put up a sign that says your house was always like this, you're just imagining things?
Well, if you write it in the correct font, that will work.
Good. Okay, let's do that.
Makes sense.
Oh, how did you guess? It was either
could
Comic
always-
Sans or Parchment.
What if we put up like a little sign?
I based it on his comical plan.
I mean, this isn't like an apartment complex where like they may come and visit, right? Like
No,
without
this is actually owned home space.
Dang it.
Honestly, I think we should just if everything's messed up already, I think we should just rob him at this point and just say burglars did it.
So, well, in that case, the question is, do we want to take the hard drive or not? Because
yeah, I
that
lean towards
will raise
yeah.
more severe alarms, I imagine, for him.
We could.
Of course, he may be equally alarmed if any of the weapons are missing, or if he suspects the weapons have been found. Because, yeah.
I mean, that's worrying, but I don't think it's quite enough to really get him on. God. All right, can we recap what we found with the blueprints and communications then?
Yes. In fact, if you'd like, I can just copy them into chat for you.
That'd be great.
Okay.
So the communications was outbound stuff was information that he should not have, assumed to be going to the.
These were the blueprints.
That's great.
If we're gonna make it look like we burgled the place, we probably want to take the entire computer, because that's a thing that's worth a certain amount of money.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, make it look like an actual burglar or just stealing.
Yeah.
That makes more sense. Stealing stuff of value.
Right. I guess if it's just the hard drive, it looks like someone knew what they were doing.
We don't
Want that.
We don't want to look too professional, folks.
Yeah.
Now, here's the question, though. What's Eddie going to think as we come running out with a computer?
We'll
Like
give him
guns.
50 credits, and he won't.
I've got plenty of credits to remember with now.
He was already voicing some concern about you guys coming here.
Nah, she likes us.
Likes me. I'm not there.
Wait a sec. I also did help him with this book. Okay.
I'm pretty sure we should offer him at least another 500 credits for this.
Yeah. Well. Yeah. 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 I think between the weapons and the outgoing communication, and then I don't know if they're going to take the hamster wheel seriously enough. So maybe we should avoid giving them that, because I think that might weaken our case.
I mean, what happens there is that if we need to turn it in, we can turn it in anonymously. Give them the whole desktop with a sticky note that has all the passwords on it. Just a note saying, "Hey, you may want to look at this."
I kind of feel like we want to get back to orbit before we transmit this stuff, because I kind of feel like we might get arrested.
So before you continue further, I want to add one more thing here.
Oh no.
And
That's not good.
I prefaced it in my own notes with, a stupidly, ridiculously thorough search will turn up a discarded receipt for storage rental timestamped at 0200 with a unit reserved for 3 months.
Okay, that's actually really good. Does it say where the storage unit is?
It does. It even tells you what unit number it is at this storage unit place.
Oh,
key anywhere?
good. We've got
Then-
something, boyos.
Well, then I guess our plan paid off.
I was worried this wouldn't be enough. Let's make use of this.
Yeah, as much as we can get.
So we leave this place as it is right now.
Yeah. Let's let it look like a burglary. Walter. Yeah, grab both
Yes.
those guns, or both the ones you can actually hide on your person.
Now you're a fan of that idea?
I don't want you walking around with rifles, but we do want to make this look like a burglary. So grab the small arms and the small arms.
Good clarification.
Because he might interpret a sniper rifle to be small arms.
It is.
No sniper rifle, Walter.
Actually, I feel already safe enough with the mag pistol.
Great. Grab the other mag pistol and then however much ammo you. So it can look like a robbery. If you're stealing one, you might as well steal both.
But there are more weapons than these 2 pistols. Wouldn't it be reasonable if everything went missing then?
Walter, a question. Can you hide the sniper rifle up your ass?
Okay,
Way up
an
there.
answer. Why don't we just hide the weapons in the garden somewhere? It would still look like a robbery, but I wouldn't have to carry it.
He doesn't have a garden.
It also may be that a robber might not want to steal the extraordinarily illegal weapons
That they can't hide.
We can leave them on the roof.
I mean, it's not quite as suspicious as you walking around with a computer. Like, oh, I'm just a tech going to do an install or something like that.
Yeah,
Hey, I just bought this new computer. You don't go around carrying a sniper rifle around saying, oh, hey, I just bought this new sniper rifle.
yeah. I think, I think the thing here is just that no thief would be able to hide a sniper rifle, and also we can't hide a sniper rifle.
Socially hide it.
Can we leave it on the roof?
What we can do is take a picture of it along with the other things, and then bring the other things with us.
The roof of 2-story buildings in culture are not really accessible.
Also,
Perfect. Nobody would be able to find it.
I can't see this making sense.
Well, that's Charlie, you're into parkour, right?
As a matter of fact.
Hold on. I guess we could possibly hide it in the trunk of the taxi. No, I don't.
No, we
I just
decided
thought
we spread the weapons along the house, and if one gun's missing, it will look like they just haven't found it yet.
I don't think Eddie is going to be on board with ballistic weapons. I think we need to avoid pushing him too much.
Yeah, let's just leave the long rifles behind, lock up the safe, and then just bring the sidearms. That'll be enough.
Some scratch marks make it look like we try to get into the safe.
How long reasonably could I run up this building?
It actually is, as the picture suggests, side by side with other townhomes.
There's a picture?
Oh yeah,
the
it's
one
in
in the
the discussion channel.
It's a floor plan, basically.
It is reasonable that you could run up the front of it. The back is buttoned up against the same floor plan, except mirrored for somebody else. So it is something that Charlie could run up the front of it.
That would be very, even more suspicious than we're already looking.
Well,
yeah, I don't think
it's not worth the joke.
I honestly think it makes perfect sense for a thief not to want to take very obvious big guns away. Well, they would probably want to take small ones that could actually be concealed.
Jai, here's my suggestion. If you want to have more guns, then take them by yourself, or convince the android to carry one.
It's not that I want to take guns. I'm good without, Walter. You're the one with the weird fetish.
Yeah, I have the one I wanted, so I'm perfectly fine.
Right, and I say take the. All right, fine. I'll take the other mag pistol, so it can look like we're actual thieves, and then we'll lock up the ones that we can't reasonably hide.
Actually, the combat rifle is also reasonable to hide and functional.
Is that true, Dex?
I wouldn't say so. Combat.
Shotgun.
Yeah, the combat shotgun. Shotguns are big.
Same size as a rifle, yeah.
I mean, if we were all wearing trench coats.
Yeah, that's true. Trench coats you could hide one in.
Like I would have been in full agreement until I'd actually gone skeet shooting with a friend, and actually got to feel and see how freaking humongous a shotgun is.
Then again, there was also that thing of the guy who just had wait, hold on. Let me look this up really quick.
Okay. While you're doing that, the rest of us. Like I think it's reasonable to, if you've made preparations to carry a large, small arm, then then sure, trench coats, specific, ways of dressing, but just you're in your normal clothes and you see a shotgun and you're like, hey, I want that. I'm gonna hide it on my person. It doesn't seem reasonable to me.
Yeah.
Oh.
All right,
Definitely didn't come
here we go.
looking to
I
find
found
guns.
it.
What'd you find? What do you see with your eyes?
Oh, he's showing all of us. Oh. Yeah, well, we actually had a police officer who was doing a building security training. We've got signs all over the place: challenge anyone you don't recognize, don't let anybody through the doors, etc., etc. This is back at my other job, and when he finally came time to do the presentation, he had been wandering about the building for like an hour, and he pulled out numerous dangerous weapons from his person.
I think the one that gets me most is that this guy actually does just pull out a freaking shotgun from his jeans.
From his jeans.
Baggy
That's
pants.
still kind of
baggy
preparation
jeans,
for it.
different thing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
He's wearing a slightly oversized shirt and baggy pants.
he was probably
Yeah.
walking funny the entire time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Still.
if you guys, I mean, it's something that I would probably just adjudicate with a sneak roll. If you guys want to take one of the larger weapons, I think all the discussion about reality can be set aside, and let a single one be taken with a fairly high difficulty sneak roll.
Right. I'm perfectly fine with just
The
Jai's
pistols.
perfectly fine just taking the small arms. If one of you thinks you can hide the combat rifle or the shotgun, go for it. I don't think we're going to sneak a sniper rifle out of anywhere.
I mean, sniper rifles can be taken apart if somebody really wants to take the sniper rifle.
Yeah,
Do
the sniper
we
rifle
actually
is
have
probably
someone
the
that fixed-
easiest, honestly.
Oh, that's
Hey,
a good point. That's a good point. If you want to take it apart, it'd probably be fine.
Hey, Dex.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a rug in this place?
There are no throw rugs or area rugs in his townhome.
What about carpet? Can we tear up carpet?
Just roll it up in a like a sheet or something. Like it doesn't. You just have to make it not look like a rifle.
That's
You know what?
I mean, I'm sure he has towels. Can we just grab a couple towels?
What
Dexter, can I just clarify? Is there anything actually remarkable about the sniper rifle or combat shotgun?
No, we're just fixating on it.
Okay, so these things aren't really extraordinarily valuable or anything.
No.
They're definitely valuable in the terms of like your home invasion burglar who's selling them off for 100 or 200 credits. That's valuable to normal people.
Yeah. Well, the sniper rifle's worth 1,000 credits. That
That's big. I'm gonna throw this out here as
Yeah,
a GM. There's also nothing remarkable about the safe in which these guns were contained originally.
You know what? That's actually a lot. That's a much better point.
So you're saying just take the whole thing? How heavy is the safe?
I thought it would be too heavy to take.
Oh, it will
go
be
on.
heavy, but you've got an android with that's very strong.
That is true. They do have +3 strength. That's all.
Yeah,
that.
fuck it. Let's just take the safe. That makes more sense.
By the way, would we know whether the safe or what's inside the safe would be scannable by the detectors for weapons?
It might not actually be able to pierce a safe.
Fill the safe with tinfoil to be sure.
Yeah, they're definitely not going to ask us to open the safe when we take it to the checkpoint.
Well, I
Yeah,
mean, they
then-
didn't. If it's just a big metal thing, and we have a big metal thing right here. Android.
I mean, yeah, go ahead, go for it, y'all.
Yeah, just take the safe.
Yeah, perfect.
I'd like to
You-
imagine it's like
Back in the
three,
safe,
it's
put
like
the computer in the safe.
so it's
You-
like
you
3
can't get the
people
computer in there.
outside. I'm carrying the computer, and then it's like 3 y'all on one side of the safe, and then Android on the other
No,
side.
we can just put the computer in the safe too, and then I'll
no,
put this gun
that
in the
won't
safe.
fit.
Yeah,
Okay,
I
never mind then.
Yeah, the dimensions of the computer are probably. I'm assuming it's like a standard desktop.
It is.
Well,
it is.
maybe it's a Mac.
It's not.
Okay.
So,
I think a Mac would be
You're
worse.
concerned about checkpoints. I will say that any risk that hiding a weapon on your person poses, any risk that scanning these weapons through the safe poses would be the same risk that you would have if you were just hiding them on your person or in a rug or towels. So
What?
you still face that risk.
Do they have the same checkpoint requirements when you're leaving the city as when you're entering it?
Well, you're not entirely certain. Like I said, Walter was not stopped as he was leaving with the dragon stick.
We left at least once.
We could all. I mean, if it really mattered, we could probably just send it up in the cargo lighter. I don't think they checked that.
Well, we
Um,
don't have the cargo lighter right now, so.
We don't
Um,
really care.
Well,
I don't.
the
I
card-
like. I super don't care about whether we take the guns or not.
I said we had
you
cargo
just-
that we could take out with when we take the courtesy shuttle. Like it has cargo space, and we can let's basically say this is.
Jai just wants to get the safe out of the house so that it is stolen. He doesn't actually want to keep anything.
Right.
Okay.
That makes your plan a lot simpler. If you're not trying to figure out how to defeat any potential security scans while leaving, if you just want to take the safe somewhere and dump it, that can be accomplished without really any more thought.
We could offload it on the world.
Residential district even.
Dex, could you describe how the checkpoints are designed? Is there much traffic, so you have to wait in a row till you pass, or?
You say that, and it sounds like Vision's asking for smuggling it through the checkpoint still.
Well, he does still have his weapon.
No,
and
actually,
Oh, that's true.
okay. Let me tell you my thought or my idea. In case there would be a bunch of people always waiting to pass the checkpoint, would it be possible to just grab one rifle, maybe hidden in a towel or whatsoever, and then hide it on a car that's in front of us trying to pass the checkpoint? So in case the weapon would be detected, it wouldn't be us, but someone in front of us.
No, foot traffic is the last checkpoint. There's no cars past the last checkpoint.
Do
Unless...
you mean the one off planet? Or what?
No, to get to the starport.
Okay.
So it's imagine it like a regular airport now. You drive up to wherever it is that you're going through checkpoints to get to your ship or cargo lighter or whatever in the starport. You have to get out of the car because you can't. There's no cars past that point. The only exception to that are cargo that's being taken to ships.
I'm not talking about taking the weapon to the cargo. I mean about leaving the residential area.
Oh, I gotcha. No, you don't actually remember any checkpoints just leaving the residential area.
Oh.
There are
Yeah, then I'm
checkpoints coming
perfectly
in.
Yeah, that's fine then. If Walter wants to hold on to one gun,
Yeah,
he's fine.
Take a
think
couple of ammo and this one mag pistol, and that's it. And we take the safe and probably we'll drop it somewhere on the way out.
Right, and we can, when we're bringing up the evidence, we can direct them to wherever we dropped it.
Okay.
That's perfectly fine.
All right. Perfect. Eddie gives a suspicious look at the safe. Casts a kind of a not withering but close to withering gaze at Jai, and then just kind of stares ahead.
We had really bad criminals to use a cappy for ours.
It's here's your pay for waiting and also a tip.
And how much
So
is he
it's-
giving him?
That's fine. I didn't
How much was
Are we
actually the
still-
pay
are we-
for waiting?
Are we still dumping the safe?
Yeah, we are.
Okay, so that might help our case a little bit, that we're not just robbing him, if that we're dumping the safe somewhere else.
Yeah.
Right.
the normal fee for a cab for a day is 15 credits for the whole day. So
Yeah,
it's,
I'll go ahead and toss him an extra, I don't know, 50, I guess.
all right. Well, the answer to your question is the fee for waiting would be like you've already paid for him for the day.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and give him a good 50 credits. That'll be
Okay.
something.
All right. He curtly thanks you. All right. Where are we going?
Now, where? All right. Well, we'll need to dump it. We'll need to dump this. I don't think there are any rivers or anything on the Fire Planet. So, is there like a
Residential district. Can they terraform the whole residential district?
public pond or something, or somewhere with a lot of
Do they have like a
greenery?
small, like a small, like a park?
There
Yeah.
is actually, as I think that there would have to be. That there is a park. It is, however, very busy.
Okay, is there somewhere quieter and that no one really goes to?
Even like a
Yeah.
storage unit?
Tell me
Yeah,
where it
that's
is.
actually a very good point. Let's just go to the storage unit.
Oh, okay.
Here's the address, and I'll show him the receipt.
All right. He makes his way to the storage unit. It is a generic, you store stuff type business.
And you didn't mention finding a key for anything there, right?
That's correct.
Okay. Charlie? It should be this one right here, I think.
Yeah, you make your way down a wide-ish hallway. It looks like it's made deliberately wide to accommodate anything that people are moving into and out of these storage units, which also have wide doors. Who all is going on this little part of the adventure?
Walter is.
I
Okay.
mean, I assumed we all are.
All right.
I
Walter and Charlie are both noticing that there are cameras in this hallway. You arrive at the door to the designated storage unit, and like the others, it just has a simple genetic lock.
Okay.
All right. Where are the cameras related to this store?
The hallways to all these storage units are simply long hallways, and there are cameras situated at the ends of them, pointing down the hallway.
Hey, Charlie, and I kind of cover my mouth, like I'm about to cough. Would you be able to get this thing open in a couple of seconds, like you have the key, if I cover you from this camera?
Out of character, how long does the lockpick normally take?
It's going to depend on a case-by-case basis. Simple locks probably could be done within a few seconds, depending on skill level. It also kind of depends on you. If you want to try and rush something like that, then you can certainly try. It'll be at a higher difficulty. Something like this, I would say, probably would want to try to expect spending 2, 3, maybe 4 or 5 minutes on it. But if being pressured, could quite possibly be done in the equivalent of a single round at greater difficulty.
Okay.
How good are you, Charlie?
I can take a crack at it, but no guarantees.
Well, maybe one of us should find the room, the security room, and see whether there's actually someone looking into that, and maybe distract that person.
Generic locks are digital, correct?
Yes, they are.
Okay.
You can still use sneak to crack digital locks as long as it fits with your background. You know, if your character was from a poor TL3 world that never had any electronics at all and hasn't had any experience with them, I would not allow it.
Wouldn't you mean TL2? TL3 is our world right now.
TL2, yeah, I do. But since Charlie has, since you have characterized him as having had experience in the more advanced worlds, I don't see any reason, unless you tell me there's a reason, that he wouldn't have this kind of knowledge.
It wouldn't be my area of expertise, but I can still swing it.
Okay, that
Yeah.
sounds fair. It fits closely enough in his background for my justification.
Okay. So, I'm gonna make the.
Or that call's probably gonna come back.
Yeah. Are you guys going to be distracting whoever's rocking the cameras, or?
Actually, I've asked you whether you do think that you're able to open it without being too obvious that you're cracking it. Whether you could do it in a couple of seconds. Dex, one question. Do we see actually any signs where the security room is?
Yeah. Well, you see signs where the office is.
And where would it be?
You passed it on your way to this unit. You could see in there was just a clerk that was just kind of, had his feet up on the desk, reading a manga.
Okay, not really paying attention.
Not really paying attention, no.
I don't think we'll need to distract them then.
Yeah, we'll just position ourselves so that it wouldn't be visible what exactly Charlie's doing and let him try his luck.
Yeah,
Right.
that'd be the best option here.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Alright, why don't we get 2 sneak checks then? One from Walter to represent the group's kind of semi-coordinated effort to block view of Charlie, and then, of course, Charlie for actually cracking the lock.
Okay.
Could my block also be considered as a help for Charlie?
It's not
Since
going
he's
to be an
feeling more
aid.
comfortable?
No. Man, maybe Walter should be cracking that safe.
Yeah, that was also my thought.
Oh no. Oh well.
Let's see what Charlie pulls up.
That's going to be not the best.
We don't have a plan, so I can't administer that.
Are you an expert?
No.
Oh.
I'm
Okay.
psychic.
This is supposed to have a plan, so I can help on these things.
That is
good.
actually not going to open the lock.
I have to go noisy.
Actually, I have an idea. I have the receipt still.
Okay.
Wait.
I could shoot it open.
No. Don't. No. No, Walter. I am just going to ask for a second key.
Okay.
All
But
right.
you don't have the ID of him.
Does the receipt have the name of the purchaser or anything on it?
We know the name of the purchaser.
Oh, I know. But I feel like he's a public figure. I mean, they probably know of him. They may know. They may have seen pictures.
The receipt does
That's
not
what
have the purchaser's name on it.
Okay.
I think we'll probably be fine.
I mean, who else would have the receipt, right? Yeah. Like, yeah, that's what I'll make sure is like he doesn't recognize the public figure's name and realize we're not that public figure. Of course, he may
You
not
know,
even give it.
if it goes wrong,
He
we'll
may not-
have to kill him.
Okay. Well, is
No, I
Jai
don't know
approaching the
that.
clerk then?
I
Yeah,
think I'll
I'm
just be
following.
able to say I don't have my ID on me.
All right. Is anybody
Yeah,
else
I'm just
going
going
with
to.
Jai?
Yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and head over to the clerk's office.
Okay.
I'll cover Jai.
All right. What are Android, Charlie, and Nemesis doing?
I would say Android is actually trying to open the door.
In what manner?
Brute force strength with a toolkit.
Oh, all right. No, hold on. Let's talk about this because this might actually be a really bad idea.
I guess I'm just gonna be a lookout. I don't know what good it's gonna do, but I don't really know what else Nemesis would do at this stage.
All right.
Hey, Jai, if you want me to stop the android, I could shoot him.
I'm sorry, and
No,
I may
we're
admit,
not shooting.
Didn't you just
anyone.
leave?
I may admit. So this is a
We
this
went
is
to an office to shoot a clerk.
this
We're
is an
not-
old-fashioned like
we're-
this is a physical lock, right?
No, it's a genetic
It's a
lock.
digital lock.
Yeah.
Oh, so something that could be hacked?
It's possibly something that could be hacked. Yeah.
I mean, again, every problem looks like like a hack solution to a hacker.
All right. You know what? That's actually a good point. Nemesis, come with, would you?
Sure.
To the security office where you could actually do that. If things go poorly.
Yeah, I'll go with it. I'm not gonna trip over my tongue. I do have 0 in tongue.
Hey, it's fine. Hopefully it won't come up. But I'll go ahead and knock on the door.
Okay. Before we get to the scene at the office, Android is alone with Charlie and has toolkits.
Uh-oh. We made a mistake.
A toolkit, but yes. All kinds of tools. Meta tool, toolkit.
Yes.
Yep.
Does
Also, strength.
Charlie raise any concern knowing that Jai and Walter and Nemesis have gone to the office to also try and resolve this in a different way?
If I'd seen if these guys left and say hold up a tick, they're gonna see about getting us in via talkways.
Like Android might just disregard something so weak.
Does Android hold up a tick?
Not really.
Okay.
Great.
None of this.
Okay.
Mutually exclusive.
This is going to end badly, isn't it? Oh, great. Well, I don't know this is going on,
Nope.
so I'm just going to knock on the door.
All right. You see the clerk inside put his manga down and hits himself up out of the chair, and a tall, lanky kid comes over, unlocks a window, slides it up.
All right, I'll step
Yeah.
over the window.
Yeah.
Hi, hello, I needed to get into my storage unit, but I lost my, well, pass, I guess. Could I have another?
You got your receipt.
I do.
Yeah.
I'll hand it over.
Looks at it, sits down at his computer, starts typing. You kind of see his eyes narrow just a little bit. Alright, yeah.
Something the matter?
No. Here you go, man.
I'll
Before he hands anything over to you, let's go ahead and look back at how the android is doing. So, trying to just brute force open a little storage area here. It's going to be a difficult check. It's going to be exert strength. It's going to be a difficult check, not because it's any kind of truly, steel door security, but just because these things were not exactly intended to be easy to break into.
Well, that's why I was thinking fix, because she has the toolkit for
Okay.
basically tool to step in and very good knowledge of engineering.
Okay.
So she knows the stress points.
So she's not. Is she trying to apply crowbar strength type stuff, or? Like,
Well, I mean, her hands are crowbars. But
oh,
I was thinking more about smaller tools to basically get at some of the ledgers, so to speak, to basically not credit card type style, but use like a screwdriver to basically trip whatever needs to be tripped while applying the force.
okay. And you're wanting to use fix for that?
Mm-hmm. Basically, engineering knowledge, tools, and then the rest is where the strength part comes in.
All right. I'll let you go ahead and make a fix strength check.
Oh.
All right.
Also, the check you make when you're getting your computer.
Do we hear a loud bending noise?
You're a little bit farther away. Well, no, it's. You are farther away, but it's
Well,
empty,
so presumably we're
solid
talking.
hallways, so it's kind of
So
acoustic.
this, yeah. So I mean, if anything, we're serving as a distraction for the clerk, right? Like we can see like behind him, like as
I
Troy
mean,
does.
the instant he look. Well, I mean, this might be. Is this noticeable enough, or like not the sound, but is like the physical effects of this noticeable enough that they'll spot it the instant they look back at this?
Well,
screen.
here's what happens next at the office. You guys can't see down the hallway from the android. It kind of splits off, and you're not in immediate eye shot. It would take only a few steps to look down that hallway, and you can do so once you start hearing the sound of a snap and a little bit of a scraping. The clerk has just said, "No, man, no. What the? You tell Behrman's thugs that he's got to pay for any damages, or you tell Behrman that his thugs, you have to pay for any damages here. Here's your damn key. You don't need it anymore." And he flings it out the window.
Oh, okay, yeah.
All right. I try to catch it. I miss. It hits me in the face.
No, it's one of those security windows where it can't actually. You guys can't have any face-to-face contact.
Oh, okay.
Unless you manage to deflect it from your hand area up into your nose.
That's also a possibility. All right, I rub my nose and then pick up the key. I'll be sure to tell him that.
He picks up his book and very dramatically smacks it back on the desk. Fuck, now I gotta write a report.
Yeah, sorry.
Whatever, man.
Oh, this...
You know, that works out kind of better than I thought. He just conceived that we were just so impatient that we broke.
I had a couple I had a couple things. Well, it doesn't matter, I guess.
All well, it ends well.
Sort of.
I love that.
Great. Well, why? It doesn't. It super doesn't matter. Let's go. At least we know some people think he has thugs.
You head back down the hallway, and the android has finished breaking off the last little bits of latching that were trying to block it.
Good. Well, good news. None of this matters.
I even knew like what you guys would need to do if you wanted to hack the cameras.
We're going forward, no planning.
Hey, I thought the going in with a receipt thing made perfect sense.
It did.
No, it did.
It did. Especially under the context that you've just learned. He's apparently had some dealings with Behrman and or his thugs.
Big
and
deal.
whether it's proper or not, was ready to issue you a key without proving that you were Carter Spearman.
It's great. I was just going to say I was his boyfriend if I had to. Makes a lot more sense this way.
Dang, I should have let it get to that step.
Too late.
Yeah.
Android forestalled.
It's fine. Let's head on in.
All right.
Is swiping the key even possible at this point?
Yes.
Great. I swiped the key.
That is a lot more realistic.
You hear from a tinny speaker. You don't need to do that anymore, jackass.
I just wanted it to be proper.
You plugged something in the computer system that a property
We're helping.
We're not.
If
we're
the
not
speaker
helping.
could flip you off, it would.
Right. I just tossed the key. I don't care anymore.
Inside
Anyway.
this storage unit is a single, approximately man-sized crate. It looks exactly like
Suit.
Oh, hang on, sorry. No crate. Inside is the suit, the other suit. Nothing else. No crate.
Yeah.
My bad. Got ahead of myself. It
Interesting.
is just
Clearly, we should steal it.
what?
Just kidding. I
It's good.
feel like this is all pointing. I think everything is pointing to us to report him to the culture government.
Mm-hmm.
All the signs, I think. This is just this is excessive signs to report to the culture government.
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
I do want to point out that as GM, I did not specifically cater this to your desire to report him. This is just
I know.
this is just how things have panned out.
That's
All the clue. We found all the evidence that we could possibly need to report him.
Yeah, I feel like that's the best idea at this point. On the other hand, I also kind of want to be off planet when we report him.
Leave an anonymous tip as we're leaving.
Yeah.
But if we are reporting him and the cultural government is actually fine with us, why should we be off planet? What's your concern?
Because we did also rob them.
I mean, to be
Speaking
fair,
of,
we
can leave the
could
guns
still
here.
we could
No,
still
I mean
kind
not
of-
the guns. I mean we stole the other Tsoo suit.
But we could play that off as we were after Bearman the whole time. They don't know why
We still
stole
have the Tsoo suit on the ship.
it.
They
I
don't
mean,
know that.
yeah, they don't know that. Maybe Bearman's hid it somewhere else,
I guess.
and maybe the individuals that had reported are agents of Bearman.
By the way,
Alright.
I do wonder what this one woman from the government has thought when she found out that a girl with red hair was involved into this thievery.
Oh,
This
she really shouldn't be surprised.
Oh, right, the one that knew about Zoe.
She really shouldn't be surprised if she knew.
Guys, we are a little bit past 1 o'clock here. Let's go ahead and take a break.
All right, and then we'll call the government.
All right, so come back at
the
1:35.
I was gonna say I could like if y'all want I could probably it's probably pretty easy to set up like a time delayed message to the government. Kind of deal like an anonymous tip with all the information that we like an information dump of all the stuff we found about Bear.
My main concern for doing things anonymously is that if we leave, he might have time to move it.
Yeah, true.
Looks like everyone is back. And you guys have just finished searching Cars Behrman's house, taken a case with rifles and other weapons out of it. You did take the cube. I think the cube is in Jai's possession, right?
I didn't say I took it. I just said for someone else to take it.
Okay.
So it's still in the safe. Rattling around with the guns.
It might just be in the safe. I don't.
Did Charlie take it?
Not specifically, no.
Okay.
I realized I couldn't do anything with it, so it's stuck.
All right. I say, well, I'll take it then.
Okay.
Might as well.
That being said, just an idea. We could drop off the guns in here.
We could, but I do think if we do that, I will want someone, at least one person around here to make sure everything stays put until the local authorities get here.
Wouldn't we want that anyways?
I mean, yeah, probably. Yeah, might as well drop everything in here. That makes sense.
Alright, so you're leaving the guns in the cargo storage area? Not cargo storage,
Yep.
the long-term storage area? It
And
no
at that
longer
point-
locks.
Thank you, Android.
And at that point, the
Save
credit
the
cube,
authorities some trouble.
could
All right,
be an identifier.
Well, hey,
know
hang
what?
on, what's that, Nux?
I said at that level, the credit cube could be an identifier because it's genetically linked or whatever.
Yes.
That's a good point too. All right, I'll put the credit cube in here as well.
Okay. And are you doing anything with the Tsoo suit inside the storage unit?
No, I'm leaving that put.
Alrighty.
And then I'm going to start. You know what? Does the local government. Does the local government have like a number, I guess I could call?
Yeah. Tsoo administrative support.
Great. You know what? I'm going to dial in.
Okay.
And was it the director that Zoe spoke to?
Chief of Culture.
Yep.
Chief of Culture.
Well, chief of operations, but effectively the president of culture. Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Where are you guys going? Are you moving anywhere, or are you just staying put in the storage unit?
Do we want to tell? Does anyone want to update Eddie on, hey, I'm sorry to tell you this, but this guy's a bad guy. At least get him more on our side. Make sure he doesn't. Well, I guess worst case he reports it to culture government. I don't know.
No?
Carry on.
I'm sorry, I didn't follow that.
There's two questions. Let me touch the GM question first. Are you guys moving? Are you going anywhere while you're making these calls?
I'm going to step out, but I'm going to step out in a way that I'd be able to.
I'm going to step. I'm going to step in. Or yeah, I'm going to step out.
Okay. Step out in the way that what, Nux?
Could be viewed from outside. I don't know if it's one of those storage facilities that have the kind of glass walls that you can see straight from the outside.
I hadn't imagined it as so. No.
Okay.
Um,
No. I guess I'll be watching the building from a certain distance away.
Okay.
Walter, Andy, would you stay here? Would you stay here and look after the storage unit for the time being? I'm going to make the call.
Okay.
Okay. And I'll start dialing on the way out.
Okay. You guys are staying in the same general area then. You're at the storage unit rental place generally, just in different parts of it.
I think so. Yes.
Yeah.
Or yeah.
That's about
Like,
what I'm hearing here.
A couple of us being on lookout, I guess.
I guess I'm stepping out near where Eddie's parked right now. So.
Okay. And then the
Alright.
other question was from Meowkin if anybody is going to tell Eddie, but it doesn't sound like anybody is right now.
Well, actually, the android is going to talk to Eddie.
Okay, so the android is not staying put with Walter at the storage unit?
Nope.
Okay.
Andy
Uh,
has to be there. But Andy is not there.
Would you leave? Oh, okay.
Can you say that in plain English, Nick?
The android designated Andy is back on the ship. In the android's mind.
Uh,
All right, I'm even more confused now. Is there another android designated Andy?
Yes.
I thought it was Switch that was on the ship.
Mm-hmm.
So what
Switch
are you
also
then?
called Andy.
Oh. God damn it, this is confusing.
Yes, a certain naming scheme that got started has backfired badly.
Great.
Who knew?
Person who started it. Ha ha!
Thanks, Zoe. This is why we should stick with numbers.
I mean, I feel like it wasn't the naming scheme that got started that backfired. It was an additional naming scheme that mimicked the original naming scheme of fairly arbitrary names that has made things more confusing. There wasn't really so much backfiring as much as what?
Actually, that's what started it.
Yeah.
All right, the point
Anyways.
is both Zoe and Android are equally to blame.
Yeah, that sounds fair.
So when the android leaves, do you leave after Jai said it, or immediately, or?
Once everyone is basically scurrying to wherever they want to go. People are suddenly scattering, so who's the android?
So when Jai is about to say that I and you should wait here, you're already going away.
Well, he's leaving, so who's the android? So, yep.
Okay. So I'd call, hey Andy, where are you going?
And that is exactly the answer you get.
Great.
The android does not answer.
Oh.
Yeah, I guess I won't follow or run. I'll just stay where I am.
Okay.
Both of them wander off, and then it gets stolen, and then Jai is just standing there,
On hold.
wondering why we're all getting rounded up and thrown into prison.
Alright, Jai is on hold initially, but eventually, shortly after, someone comes on the line and asks how they may direct his call.
Direct me to the chief of operations. Tell her a friend of Zoe LaRue has an important
Jai
matter
doesn't
to
even
discuss with her.
get to the name Zoe LaRue before he is interrupted with, "One moment, please," and click in some hold music.
You can't.
Fucking hate these people.
I'm sorry.
No, that was in character.
No, I know, I understand that, but I as a GM, I apologize for bringing real-world bureaucracy and administration into.
Hey, the more I
No.
can use it, the better.
No, it's fine. You told me my character hates bureaucracy and all this, so it seems appropriate for you to do things I hate.
Absolutely.
Writing straight through, that's hardly bureaucracy.
He's not getting straight through.
Yeah, that's kind of what I expected.
I'm hearing this lovely. Is this the girl from
No, it's not the girl from Evening. That's only played in elevators.
Oh, you're right. It's some crappy, dulled pop music.
No, it's that same the same whatever hold music it is for like every freaking government agency that I've been calling lately. It's like they all bought the same damn
you're
package.
actually getting hold music? They
Yeah.
just told me there was too many people on hold and then disconnected me.
Wonderful. So no, Jai is not getting directly to the chief of operations. What he was transferred to is basically the office of you know, government oversight or something that is going to take calls that are requesting to talk to somebody high up in government. Nobody's going to be directed directly to or connected directly to a high-ranking government official, or she's not even government official, high-ranking person in any office. If Jai wants to take the time to try and navigate this, I would rather do it through a role, either administration.
So you don't want to try working this all out in character?
I don't. No, not this.
Do you want?
Okay.
Do you want to hand the phone to the person that's good at administer?
I actually do have decent administer. I'm gonna give it a try and then hand it off to you if I get too frustrated.
Okay.
I don't have
It's-
a 3d6, so I'm probably not much better than you at it.
All right, you are much better. Fine. Yeah, you know what? Jai doesn't like doing this, so here, Nemesis,
yeah,
take it,
I have
take
a
it,
+1. I have +1 intelligence, +2 administer.
take it.
Take it. I'll derive joy in cutting through the red tape somehow.
Okay. What?
It's really just like a social hacking if you think about it.
It absolutely is. So, what is Nemesis doing to try and actually get on the line with either somebody at the top or somebody that has the top's ear?
Really, there's some like bureaucratic buzzwords that I can use, like I don't know. I'm sure there's something I can that exists that I can't think of. But
Yeah,
like,
no, I'm not asking you to figure out exactly how. More abstractly.
Yeah,
So,
well, that's what I was saying. Like,
buzzwords?
I'm like buzzwords that they would probably be looking for that convey legitimacy, you know.
Okay.
Or
Is she dropping any names?
have to, I would rather not, because that's the whole like leaving a fingerprint thing. But if I feel like I have to, I will.
Okay.
Like if I'm timing at some point, I might resort to dropping a name, which I guess particularly Zoe LaRue.
Okay. Go ahead and roll your int administer.
I guess I'll use my reroll on that.
Yeah, that's not getting you anywhere.
Get me somewhere.
It's still not getting you straight to the top, but what that does end up accomplishing is, and Nemesis does end up having to drop Zoe LaRue. Nemesis is able to communicate to someone and tell me what you want. Oh, if you were leaving a message for the Chief of Operations, Toei, what would you want that message contents to be?
Probably something in relation. Just keep it vague, like concerning information regarding Union activity on the planet.
Okay. Nemesis was not getting anywhere with vague assertions or insinuations.
Okay. How about I just without dropping the name, then it'll be say that specifically there is a Union agent on the planet that is working against the culture government.
Okay. Nemesis is sufficiently able to bend enough keywords, buzzwords, and work through the cogs that she's reasonably sure, or she has been assured that this message will reach the president, the chief of operations.
I'll give her. I don't know if I can set up like a temporary number or anything, but I guess contact information.
Like you also want to make sure like that they know this is extremely urgent.
Oh yeah. I mean, I would hope that would be if there's literally double eight or I would hope
they know they're culture agents on the planet, but
Union agents.
Or yeah, sorry, Union
that
agents
are specifically working in very bad faith against the culture government.
Okay. All right, Nemesis. That took a good 20 minutes. Also accounting for the drive over here, getting into the storage unit. You guys are at about 8 o'clock.
In the morning still? All right.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Actually, I guess it'd be more like 8:30.
Wait, hold on. Did the android just walk out here?
The android was going to talk to Eddie while you were making your call and everything. So
Yeah.
Okay.
And let's go ahead and do that. Nemesis is still on the phone. Android has walked out towards the car that Eddie is in.
well, she would get into the car with Eddie.
All right,
Hello.
Jai sees that. Is Jai joining this scene?
Actually, this would be while Jai is on the phone, since he was on hold for several minutes.
Before I gave up and handed it over.
I didn't
So-
think it had been that long, but if Jai was on the phone for was on hold for several minutes, he was only on hold for a few seconds for the initial hold.
All right. Let's just.
Oh, I thought you said.
It really
Yeah.
is. It's entirely between the two of you when Jai enters, so I'll leave that decision to you, Lulu.
Yeah, they can stand here and do whatever they want for
Okay.
now.
Ed looks. Is Android getting in the front seat or back seat?
Basically in the seat next to him, so front.
Okay. So Ed looks over.
Done. Hello.
Everything okay?
Yes, I am not police. I would have to tell you.
Oh dear.
We don't have to keep saying that, I think.
All right. I was given to understand you had offspring,
Yeah. Yeah.
and you care for your offspring.
Pulls out a wallet and
Great. I don't like where this is going.
pulls out a picture and shows it to Android. Yeah, there's a little Adria there.
Well, she would look at the picture,
That's just a bit of,
and she see resemblances there.
yeah, fairly enough.
Holy child.
All right. And you try to protect your offspring, correct?
Yeah, of course. Your father would.
Great. I super don't like where this is going.
Very well. Since we're not police and you would like to protect your offspring, I would advise you to leave.
What? What are you saying?
I said if you would like to protect your offspring, you might want to leave.
I heard you. What's going on over there? And you can outside the car you can see Ed looking from Android to back over at the storage unit and back to Android.
If you were to know what is going to happen, you cannot protect your offspring.
Oh.
But you
I
have
don't
been
like
nice.
this.
All right.
We're get Android, y'all.
Okay. Well, I mean, tell everyone good luck, I guess. And I want a full
I will.
story. After all of whatever. After.
This is.
If it is possible. Thank you. Goodbye.
Okay.
And then you get out of the car
Oh, hey, you want to get that thing out of my car?
and close the door.
Yeah, we do actually. Since I probably did just hear that. Android,
Yeah.
why aren't you in there guarding the? No, never mind. Could you take?
No, she
the-
would take the safe because that was discussed earlier.
Yeah.
to leave it
Please
there.
take the safe and then guard that location, please.
Get the computer.
Okay.
Yeah, grab that too. Or I guess we can. One of us
Safe
can
is
grab
already in
that because it's
storage.
not super heavy.
Yeah. 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 Steps out of the car, briefly, you're just kind of looking around, a little bit more paranoid. Forces a smile and waves at whoever he can see. And then once everything is offloaded, he leaves.
Bye, Ed.
Don't forget to look for a book by Rusty Cryer.
God.
Oh, right, I forgot he was writing a book, wasn't he?
He was.
Okay.
Good dramatic sad music for the exit of Ed Reston. Taxi driver extraordinaire.
It's fine. There are always men like Ed on every planet throughout the known sector.
Only if you have henchmen focus.
True. Which none of us do, because none of the people left are leadership types.
Yep. You basically just paid him a lot.
Yeah. Well,
Foremost,
when you get down to it, isn't money the real feat or the real foci?
No.
Isn't
not.
it more powerful than any foci could ever be?
This isn't some fucking Care Bear shit. Knock it off.
Since when is capitalism care? Well, no, wait, you're right. I realized as I was saying it. No, you're absolutely right.
We only get money at 1st, 2nd, 5th, 7th, and 9th level.
Well, in that case, guess who's not getting paid next month?
Alright, speaking of time passing, Nemesis continues with her call. Ed is gone. You guys have a case with credit cube and some two-handed small arms and a desktop computer. What are you planning to do?
I suppose do we want to wait a little while, or we don't really know how long we're gonna get. I mean, if we wait too long, did Zoe get a direct contact for the that person, or does Zoe have all the keys to the kingdom here?
Unfortunately,
it's
she was the
entirely
only one.
possible that Zoe might be able to get directly over. It's almost certain if she were local. Less certain if she's just on a video call, and probably gonna have to run through the same rigmarole that you did if she's just on a voice.
Well, can she get a video call from space?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, as long as you're in the
Right.
same region, there's no time delay. I'm just setting
Right.
that aside.
Let's give Zoe a call and tell her to stop buzzsawing things. What the hell is she doing up there?
Putting a wing on the Raza.
Should
Make
that
it
be
go
concerning?
faster.
What?
a go faster
That
wing.
doesn't make any. I don't care. I don't care. Zoe, we need you to call the chief of operations
Okay.
on video, ideally.
She thinks I'm a bitch. And I kind of think she's a bitch.
Well, on the good news, you're both right.
Well, I hang up.
I call her again. Zoe, I'm serious. You do need to call her. We need her to come down here so that we can resolve this and finally leave this burning hell of a planet.
Okay.
Oh shit, you're actually asking the president to come out to the storage unit to look at what you've got.
Is that the plan? I'm sorry, I haven't been paying entirely as much attention as I should.
What game have you been playing?
3 houses?
Well, ultimately, we have found a crap ton of evidence that basically he stole the suit and all that jazz. So we found so much evidence that we decided the best course is to, and he's not working with the culture government. That's best we can tell.
Okay.
The best thing is to into the culture government.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, sure. I assume she gave me a number to call when we were talking about making an agreement to.
Yeah,
Do
it wasn't
things.
a number direct to her either. It was a number to basically, her personal secretary. But
Gotcha.
it's entirely likely that you can get from there to the president much
Yeah.
more easily.
Yeah. I'll call her up. Ring,
Okay.
ring. Banana phone.
Yeah, I was gonna say it.
You, yeah, the call is answered by personal secretary.
Yep.
Um,
Go ahead.
I was just gonna ask if you want to actually talk through that conversation, or just say you ask for the chief.
Yeah, I just want to. I'm polite, but firm that I need to speak with the chief of operations, and my name's Zoe LaRue, and
Okay, and
all that
you're
jazz.
on a video call.
Yeah.
Okay.
I take 15 minutes and I go and take a shower, and then I make the call
Okay.
because I have
Was
been in
thinking
a I have been in a vac suit for
A long time.
fucking 8 hours probably at this point.
It's been about 4.5, 5, I think.
Oh,
Still
okay.
a very long time.
Yeah. Well, and they had to fly down and do all that stuff too. So
Mm-hmm.
so
Yeah, I think I put you guys down on the planet at 5:30, wasn't it?
I can't even remember.
Yeah, it was about that. That's when you called Ed, and he was already working. Yeah, so it's been about 4 or 5 hours for Zoe in vac suit, shower, and then call the secretary. It's not even worth a roll trying to uh, get you to the president. The secretary does relent, or the president relents, one or the other.
yeah, I'm pretty sure the president would have said to the secretary, "Hey, if this person I'm waiting for a call from calls, tell me about it."
Oh, that's right. You guys, she is expecting or anticipating a call for a completely different reason. So yes,
Yep.
it doesn't even take any real pestering to get that call through to her. Toy is sitting behind her desk, looking as tightly wound as usual. Zoe.
Yep. What did I call her originally? I think
remember.
I'll just call her was it Toei?
Toei.
Toei. Director Toei. I've thought over your offer, and I will have to politely refuse. But I do have something else for you.
That's not what I wanted to hear. What else do you have?
Well, it seems like one of your union officers is planning on doing some nefarious deeds.
Great.
Look, you guys did not fucking explain to me what the hell this guy's supposed to be doing.
Maybe you just direct her to talk to her your troops on the ground.
Yeah. I have
Can you
some.
just page us in.
Yeah, I will. So I have some investigators working on it, and then I think that you would really want to talk to them. Look, if you just throw this shit at me while I'm not paying attention.
Top man.
It works because Zoe was
I think
in
it's
the
fine.
loop.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, your character's out of the loop, so yeah, that's.
and
I
she.
mean, oh, now hold on. Does it work for the character or does it work for us?
Well, it
Yes.
worked for the character. I don't care if it works for you guys.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
So as soon as they get connected and they're talking, I'm back to buzzsawing.
You leave it on, so we all hear this going on in the background.
I assume that I'm not taking the phone call in the hallway, but yeah, sure.
She actually is kind of startled by the sudden connection. Who am I connecting to? Who are you?
Well, if you already know Miss LaRue, I suppose there's not much more harm in
I
saying it.
recognize that voice. Turn on video.
Do I even have video?
Yeah, if you've got data slab, you can have video chat.
Yeah, I have a data slab.
All right, I go ahead and turn on video.
Okay, what do you have? What's so important here?
I believe you know Mr. Behrman.
Yes, Office of Technology Development, managing something or other.
He also did steal one of the Tsoo suits he was developing.
GM clarification. Can you repeat? Did you say he did or you did?
Well, he did.
Okay.
I mean, we also did, but I'm not saying that.
Okay, so you're telling her that he stole one of the suits.
That's correct.
The suit
Gloss over
that
the other.
someone matching the description of Zoe and your android stole?
No, the other one. I'm not even going to bother
don't confirm-
pretending.
Yeah, don't confirm or deny that I'm neither confirming nor denying that allegation.
Dear. We also have a record of outgoing communications reporting details on, well, touristry data, looks like members of the Culture Guard, Jotun numbers, VIPs, all outgoing.
She leans back and crosses her arms, still staring at the screen.
And we have a few blueprints here that no, forget the blueprints. They're probably not worthwhile. They may be more serious than they look. They just look like jokes.
And why are you reporting this? Zoe, would you stop that?
Oh, I can honestly.
I'm
I can
sorry. Can you guys hear that?
Yes.
Yes, Zoe.
Why are you doing this?
I can say with almost
I just don't want.
certainty.
Hey, shut up. I just don't want culture getting blown up. I like it here.
But I can say with almost utter certainty that you wouldn't actually believe me if I explained it.
You're probably right.
Oh, good. I was worried you'd force me to explain it anyway. So, everything's here in this, well, that storage facility. I can give you the address if you'd like. Though I wouldn't expect me to be here when you get here.
So you just found this evidence and you're leaving it somewhere, and you want me to trust everything that you've set there?
Well, whether you do it or not is entirely your business.
Leave you the hard drive.
I've done what I said I was going to do.
That
will hopefully be sufficient.
I'll send someone.
Though
to
if
pick
you
it up.
want, I can just take everything here and leave.
Leave it. I'll send someone to pick it up.
We just want to leave the computer here too, right? because I don't think we have. I mean, we pretty much already been able to download everything off of it. So
Mhm.
Yeah, leave the computer as well, Nemesis. Well then, do you want me to leave anyone watching over it for you, or?
I would prefer it not be left open and available to anyone.
All right. I'll have the android on that then.
Yeah, am I understanding right that you're saying that Mr. Behrman stole one suit and you stole one suit?
Mr. Behrman stole one suit, yes.
Right.
I'm just.
Better not leave
Jai
the
has
android.
absolutely no expression to that.
They
Like, he
work
doesn't
pretty
really
good.
Okay, yes.
But they
You
work?
hear more
What?
Well, I mean, I did not steal the suit.
I don't care who stole it. You have it. Did you use it?
Yeah.
I did use it, actually.
Come to my office.
I said I was leaving.
I'm asking you to come to my office.
Where?
Asking.
I'm a little
All right,
scared to stay.
that's actually a little surprising.
Yeah, she doesn't
okay,
sound like
that's-
she's asking.
Well,
Like a demand.
yeah, if it doesn't sound like she's asking, Jai is just going to keep staring at her.
We could. I mean, can we interpret? I mean, I guess I could like. No, I guess I'd be off. But can Jai do a anything like to determine about how her intentions with that demand?
Hey,
I mean, I have her on video feed right here. You can just look over my shoulder.
Yeah, anyone
Well, I
could.
don't want to be in the picture. I'm too paranoid to be in the picture. Does it count?
I can cover the camera.
Yeah, the camera's
So-
pretty much only getting Jai and a little bit of the background. You can look at the picture without being in the chief's shot.
I was just curious if we can get a feel, like, you know, it's like.
Yeah.
I
It'll-
guess that was immediate reaction to be like, you know, a trap. I mean, obviously she wouldn't have had time to set a trap. So.
I'll just give you
Okay.
as a GM. You absolutely can try to notice intent. It is a notice check using wisdom.
I have a -1, but I'm willing to do it.
Okay. And it sounds like Arch was trying to say something in there. Was
yeah, I say to Jai over this three-way phone call, hey, maybe it'll be fine. Just don't burn any bridges, yeah?
I have no particular interest in speaking to a bureaucrat over.
Oh, God. I
I'm
roll my
curious.
eyes such that the bureaucrat in question can see that I'm annoyed.
See, I don't. This has just really piqued my curiosity with that reaction.
Yeah, go ahead and roll. Anybody that is able to see Jai's screen and wants to.
Well, I'm still curious, so I'm willing to go.
Let's
So
fine.
Jai's, I guess Jai's important one since he's the one that went down in the suit.
I'll give it a roll, even though I have -1 notice and -1 wisdom.
I think it's Charlie and Walter that you want looking at this.
Oh, I actually
Yeah,
rolled
but-
pretty well. I mean,
I guess
Nobody
I could-
higher than a negative
guess-
1.
I guess I could roll, but I'd have to
Mhm.
open roll 20, and it has not been acting
Oh,
kind
you're
to me.
killing me here, Arch. You keep
Do you want
saying
me to
this
roll
is
a
amazing, but
2d6
now I
for
don't
ya?
think you're really thinking this is so amazing.
No, the game is great. I can't open roll 20.
I'm just giving you shit. You're not really involved in here, so I can't, really honestly give you shit about
I don't
doing
know
something else.
Care. I mean,
Yeah.
it's like, yeah, it's not Zoe that's gonna be going into a trap if there is one.
Do you want somebody else to roll for you? In fact, I've got access to your character sheet. I can just click it for you.
That would be great. Thank you.
Mhm.
I will go based on gasps which way it goes.
So everyone react, overreact.
Yeah, I'm gonna need lots of overreaction.
All right, I'll try to prepare myself for
And
it.
overreact randomly.
Yeah.
All right. My God! No!
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I saw that coming.
No! Zoe, what have you done?
Oh, thank God. Oh, good.
Why did we let her do this?
Oh, amazing. It was
All right.
everything I hoped it could be.
Jai, Android, and Zoe can read into body language and tone and posture, well, body language, enough to notice a shift in a shift in her interest, a shift in her focus after hearing that you guys have, or assuming that you guys have actually tested, and then especially after hearing you guys confirm that you actually used it. That was something that it was new information to her, and it changed how she was responding to you. So interpret that how you will.
Okay.
No, I'm gonna need I'm gonna need her to overreact a lot more for me to be able to figure out what you're trying to say.
All right. Why then? God, what was her name again?
Toei.
Why then? Christ, is it Miss Toei or would it be some other title?
Director.
Director Toei.
Why? It's right there.
God, I have the memory of a
Goldfish.
concussed goldfish. Leave me alone.
Yeah.
All
I
right.
just have a gold to tell you that.
Well then, director.
Technically it says
Give
chief,
me.
but hey.
You'll excuse me, but I've, like I said, I have no particular interest in speaking to bureaucrats. Why would I stick around to speak with you?
I could make it difficult for you to leave.
That's a good point.
Oh God. Oh God.
Okay, then another question. Why do you want to speak with me?
I want to take you back to my secret lab and just eviscerate you slowly.
No, I'm that doctor.
You have
Oh,
to,
yeah.
You have to say it faster. Remember?
Oh yeah. Sorry, more clip.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Well, I want to know how the test went.
Could we just send?
I am not,
Not
on
on public channel.
I mean, I'm not a pile of ash. How do you think it went?
Can we just send her the recordings? Maybe type her up a report.
I'm not sure
that
you'll
would-
make much sense of the recordings.
Yeah, that's why you're also gonna type up a report.
Fine.
Look, I'm
I
coming
can
up with a
spe- I'll-
compromise
I'll-
that's bad for both people. What do you
either-
want from me?
Either come to my office or be off the planet in 10 minutes.
Can do.
I'm locking it down in 10.
Sweet.
All right, can we actually get off the planet in 10 minutes?
You got 9 minutes 45 seconds now.
God damn it!
Staying with we sent Eddie away. Almost certainly.
Hold on.
She is
I'll-
leaning forward and her face
I'll-
is intense now.
Fine. Let the rest of my crew, sans those I leave to guard, leave, and I will speak with you.
Okay.
This is a terrible idea.
Jai putting
Don't worry.
himself in fire again.
Oh,
Right?
Look, this is significantly less likely to end with. Well, actually, it might not be any less likely to end with me as a pile of ash.
No, there's other outcomes that are more likely to.
Electric chair.
Yeah, but see, electric chair is not
Hanging.
turning into a pile. Yeah, see again, not a pile of ash.
Firing squad.
Ooh, that one's likely.
That one could be
But
a
don't-
pile of ash. Thing
Well, remember they don't
Well,
use ballistic
yeah,
weapons here, so it'd be lasers and
yeah,
plasma.
Yeah, you're right. That one will end with me as a pile of ash. Great. All right. Well,
I love
fine.
this game.
Shit, I'm dying.
love
I mean,
this game.
it'll be worth knowing.
All right.
Cultivate that goodwill.
Charlie, Nemesis, I want you to head back to the ship. Android, you're with me. Walter, I trust you'll be able to guard. Wait, no, he's back in the room.
Yeah,
Walter!
I'm actually not aware of anything.
Walter, you're actually doing your job. Please stay put. We'll be back for you eventually.
What the?
Might
Wait
have
a
better
sec-
not go informal. of
Talk
this
about a
happening.
raw deal.
Oh,
It'll be fine.
shit. That's
I'll
funny.
definitely not stay at the same place and shout, "What the? Wait, you have to explain it to me."
Oh my god.
Technically, I don't.
Well, then I'm coming with you.
No, hold on. I'm about to probably get myself killed.
Shouldn't I be then next to you to protect you?
It would not matter.
No, I have the android
You
for
would
that.
get killed too. This is a safe
But
space
you're
for you.
Android. Oh, you're taking the Android with you.
I
That
mean,
means
Okay.
I
yeah.
trust the android to actually get past security and be useful unarmed a lot more than I do anyone
Yeah.
else. Like, that's nothing against Walter. There's a lot of stuff I could say against Walter, but that's not specifically his fault.
He needs weapons.
Okay, and why do I have to stay here then?
Oh, in case one of Behrman's actual thugs comes looking. Because if they do, you need to shoot them.
Oh, I guess I'll be able to do that.
That being said, they're actually sending actual people to come here and pick up the stuff, so make sure it's...
Wait a second, how do I see then whether that are the officials or Behrman's people?
Good question.
You ask
You'll
them
be
if
able to
they're
work it out,
police.
I'm sure.
If they're police, they have to tell you. That's how you can tell.
No, that's not how you can tell it!
All right,
Damn
fine.
it.
Charlie, Nemesis, you may need to stay here and make sure Walter doesn't kill the wrong person.
why not give them a passcode?
Because they already wait, are they still online?
No, they're gone.
Yeah, they hung up.
Darn.
I imagine Bearman people won't look like, police.
Probably not.
Why don't
I
you
mean-
hang out inside the
I can conceive of a theory where they might, but
Well, apparently they thought I was one of Behrman's thugs, and
yeah, I imagine his thugs would be in clean clothes.
just stay put and use your best judgment.
You're
I will
saying it to
either
me,
be back
you
shortly-
do acknowledge that, right?
Yeah.
That I should use my judgment.
Can we go ahead and do the whole, what was it, we will, disavow?
Yeah, just stay here and look completely unrelated to us. I don't know. It's your problem now.
Good captain already delegated.
Yeah, Jai's not being too bad as a captain.
Um,
It
next,
could
just a
be
question.
worse.
Uh,
It could be
is-
Walter. I'm
Wait,
sorry.
what do you mean by that? Everyone would be safe if I would be the captain with my paranoia.
I feel that's
No,
why
when you
everyone
say
voted for
safe, do
Jai.
you mean locked? Do you mean locked in their rooms, unable to leave?
base Guantanamo.
That is pretty safe.
Yeah.
Uh,
They-
I suppose you are technically right.
Anyways, so one question about the storage room. Is there only one entrance or more than one? this
There is only
building.
one entrance. There's one entrance to the building structure itself, and once you've entered the storage building structure, there's the office which you guys went to, and then you can There's a long corridor going to the right, and a short corner that you can turn to the left, which is the direction you guys went. And down that hallway, longer hallway, is where your storage unit is. There is no exit from that except going past the office again.
Maybe we can force
Okay.
the door shut?
I'm sorry, what was that?
I said maybe we can force the door shut and then figure out how to open it later on.
You mean the storage unit door?
Yes.
You might be able to do that, yeah.
I don't know how much value there would be in doing that. Really, I'd feel a little better if Walter was there just in case, because like they might be able to break into it just as we could, and
Well, if
Just
there's
maybe
no entrance or exit of this besides of the one, then it would be enough to secure the entrance. You know?
yeah, probably. So, unless you have particular objections to being around, it might be best to just have the three of you stick around here and make sure everything that we actually need is perfectly safe-ish.
Will be done.
Okay.
Charlie, Nemesis, any objections?
No, I'm fine with that. Wait, so am I still going to the ship, or am I staying here?
You're staying put for the time being.
Okay, I'm not gonna be good in a fight without a gun, but even then, I'm not really good at a fight.
Well,
But okay.
good news. There are guns in there.
The second part of what I said, where even with the gun, I mean, I know how to
they're
point.
banned guns, but
So, Charlie, make sure that safe is open just in case.
okay.
Jai, if people do come here, I'll call you on your phone so that you confirm whether they're the good ones or the bad ones. Okay?
We'll do. Android and I will keep our comms open.
Okay.
All right. Is Jai heading towards the admin offices?
Yes, I am.
All right.
I really wish I knew whether I was religious so I could know whether or not to pray to any gods before this.
Does he feel compelled to pray to a god?
That is a character detail that you can decide on the fly. It's not one that I had already thrown in.
He's not
No,
worshipping the holy
given the
duo
whole
of Nietzsche
given
and
the whole
Darwin.
eugenics thing, I'm pretty sure he isn't the sort that's a god-fearing type.
Okay, that's fair.
For Nietzsche or
You are
Darwin,
the
hear my
god.
prayer.
Exactly.
All right. Android is going with Jai. My understanding is that Walter, Charlie, and Nemesis are all staying behind with basically with the pay data.
The evidence.
Seems correct.
Okay. All right. Jai and Android are able to catch another cab if they call for one.
I do.
Okay. And while they're on their way to the administrative offices, let's see, how long will it take? The timing works out that just as you're pulling up to the administrative offices, over there with Walter, Charlie, and Nemesis, there are two people coming down the hallway, turn the corner and coming down the hallway towards you. Give me 1 second to pull up a quick reference here. They're Culture Guard. You can tell by their tailored outfits of white with blue trim. They are carrying laser pistols, but they're slung and they're readied, but they're not leveled at you. Their laser pistols are also white with blue trim.
Actually, as I've said, I like to guard the entrance of the building. So
Oh, my bad. I did miss that. So Walter sees them coming up in a also kind of dramatically showy, as much as their armor is. Um, looks like police patrol vehicle, not patrol vehicle, police vehicle.
okay, I'd pretend just to stand outside, like I'm hanging out, without anything in mind.
And I'm gonna real quick retcon. 2 hover bikes I think works best for Culture Guard. So they came on hover bikes.
Okay.
Well, they walk right past Walter. Looks like they're checking. They're talking amongst themselves and checking the number that they're supposed to go to. You hear them end up confirming it's this way, and they're talking about the storage unit that you have Nemesis and Charlie in. Are Nemesis and Charlie actually in that storage unit?
I would say I'm probably standing outside of it.
Okay.
Okay, I'd message immediately Nemesis and Charlie that possibly 2 guards are coming, and that they look like real guards, so that they should try to get out there, or whatever they think is best for them.
If he messages that as soon as he sees them, then Nemesis and Charlie would have a very short window to try and go anywhere but where they're at. They would essentially be walking out as the Culture Guard come in, or they'd be walking down the opposite hallway.
These aren't. These would be people that aren't working for the Megacorps, right? This is the Culture.
That's actually a good question. There's nothing saying he wouldn't have Culture Guards on his payroll.
Yeah, but they're still Culture, right?
Officially,
So
yeah, Culture Guard are completely separated from the Megacorps.
if they're not Megacorp, I think I'll risk staying.
It's the Jotun that are the joint Tsos union.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and Walter would, besides of the message, make a quick picture of the hover bikes, the plates, and send it to Jai for a confirmation, and then also try to sneakily follow these guards.
Okay.
All right. I'll message him back and say to make sure that they don't leave with anything until we get that confirmation.
Do we have the safe in there?
Yes, you do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure because the safe's location was kind of a mystery for a little while.
Oh, yeah.
Just make sure everything stays put, and they're not hauling anything off before we're good.
Okay.
Okay.
While I have the opportunity, I'm going to just open up the safe, remove the shotgun, and keep it on the side of the safe as I reclose it.
Okay. One other point that characters would be aware of that I may not have expressed so much to the players, the Culture Guard are you've never seen Culture Guard in the residential area until now. Culture Guard are for park security. That's why they look so glitzy and fancy. Jotun are the cops that patrol the residential area.
But we wouldn't want to have gone to them because they are joint with the Union, right?
Yeah.
But that does a bit. So this is a reach for the Culture Guard to be coming here, but that's also more reassuring.
Hard to say. I guess the question is, who would the chief have sent?
Culture Guard. The chief wouldn't have jurisdiction. I mean, would the chief have jurisdiction over Jotun agents or
Yeah, she does.
police?
She also threw the Jotun agents out of her office when she was talking to us before, so she might not be amazingly.
That wasn't our request, though.
Was it?
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much.
Yeah, you guys were clamming up. It wasn't so much at your request, but you guys were clamming up and not willing to talk.
Yeah.
Until she threw them out.
So she's at least willing to work without them.
Right.
Think of the chief of office of this place as basically a dictator CEO
Right.
or
Yep, this
CEO.
is mutual disarmament. We sent most of the party out, and she sent the guards out.
Yep.
Then there was talking.
Like I said though, just make sure they're not leaving with anything until we have confirmation.
Okay. Nemesis and Charlie, you see them come around the corner and approach. One of them lifts a hand up and waves at you, and then goes to lift up the visor on his helmet so he can, actually see you eye to eye while talking to you.
Raven certainly at him.
I missed that. I'm sorry. What was that?
Oh, I said I waved uncertainly at him.
Okay. He says, "Is
Clearly
this
nervous.
is this the pickup here?"
Well, until once we receive confirmation.
Confirmation of what?
There are trust issues here. I just, to be upfront about it. We want to make sure you're not working for a union.
We gotta follow habeas corpus.
Let me call this in. Actually, he points at his partner, who has not yet lifted his helmet. So I want you call in. See what our protocol should be here.
We want to hear from Chief Tsoo that you are her agents.
The one that you've been talking to is walking
I like the
forward
word
slowly. Still has his hand out and kind of lifts it at you. Are either of you armed?
No, I'm not armed. Oh, yeah, I mean, yeah.
It looks at
Clearly
Charlie.
not aren't free hands.
Charlie is visible, right?
No, I'm inside the storage
Oh,
unit.
okay. Sorry. Then he just asked if not if either of you were armed, but if are you armed? And he's moving forward and looking to peer inside the unit.
Is the other guy calling in?
Yes, he is.
Okay.
He has tapped something on the side of his helmet, and you cannot hear what he's saying.
Well, I don't know really what I'm going to do in this situation because there's not really anything I can do if they're, going to kill me. Can I just? I guess I'm going to try to politely shoot the other guy. Do you mind waiting until we get our confirmation?
I'm sorry, ma'am. I have to check, make sure there's no other threats in here. He is moving forward slowly, and he has one hand up as kind of a peace sign, kind of the calming hand forward sign.
I do a notice intent.
Go for it. It is a wisdom notice check again.
Yep. It's not the word. It's not really.
He doesn't look aggressive.
Okay. I think I'm gonna count. I am kind of slide a little bit closer to the exit, but not running or anything. Like I said, I am attempting to look as non-threatening and.
Just a quick pointer. The way this place is laid out, and I'll draw something here. He is between you and the exit.
Okay. Well, so I would say I was on the side closer to the exit, but then he was trying to look inside. That's what you're saying?
Hang on. Okay. That's the office.
I assume Charlie can hear, so it's
That's where you guys are.
I mean, I'm not saying I'm alone, so I'm not lying or anything. Charlie can do what he wants. I'm not gonna.
I'm just kind of on the back end of the safe in the event that bad people just rush in. Access to the shotgun. I'm not very good with the shotgun.
How twitchy are you though? I mean, that's up to you.
Speaking of being twitchy, I'm definitely going to be activating my telekinetic armory.
Okay. Oh, yeah. So this is the situation that you guys are at. If you can see the map, this is the. Oops, let me get a pointer up.
Wait, hold on. You got out a shotgun, but you have telekinetic armory, which gives you a gun you can use better.
Yes, a much better gun that I can use better.
Yes. So
So
this
why do you get out the
is-
shotgun?
A,
Yeah, why do you want to look visibly dangerous?
I'm not holding the shotgun. It's still leaning up against the side of the thing. But the shotgun is a deterrent more than
Alright.
anything else.
just
People
like
tend to get
physical police.
a little bit more compliant when they're staring down a shotgun barrel.
Well, it also makes the police a lot more likely to shoot you.
He's got a weapon. Shoot.
That's why I'm not holding it yet.
Alright, so this is the entrance to the entire storage facility. They come in this way, and you guys are down this hallway. There's other hallways like this along the facility, but they all have this same
Oh, I see.
octopus arm, and this is where you guys are at. As I mentioned before with Behrman's house, fire marshals of our day would have a hissy fit in any of these buildings. They do not have multiple exits for escaping a fire if there is one. If there's a fire right here, well, you're just gonna die.
There's some good news though. All these houses are made out of magical sci-fi asbestos.
there are fairly good fire
Magical sci-fi
suppression
cancer.
mechanics in all of this. So the fire isn't actually the issue. It's just a good analogy for there are no multiple exits.
Yeah, it's a lot harder to slip out a back door.
It
There
is.
are no windows.
No.
No windows at all. Jeez.
Wow, gee, windows here.
What do you need windows for? You're in a cave.
You're in a high-tech cave.
All these buildings are in a cave.
So he is continuing forward with his palm open, hand outstretched, and he's still slowly pushing to get that look inside the unit.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna let him. Like I said, I'm just gonna as he gets closer, I'm just like sidle away down the wall a little.
Okay. When he sees Charlie,
I just don't want to.
says, "Sir, can you step outside the unit, please?"
There's no way that I could have hidden behind the safe or anything.
No, it's not big enough.
Okay.
I mean, you could have put the suit on, and then just laid there like the suit was laying there.
I can't just stand behind the suit. I'm shorter than it.
No, it needs a stand to stand upright, and then it's yeah.
And it's a glass case.
I am sorry. There really just is nowhere to hide in here for you.
Huge shame for me.
I've taken away one of your character's key traits, sneakiness.
See, I'll comply.
Okay.
So.
Well, once he's been able to get close enough to look all the way inside and see that there's nothing else hidden in there, and he shines a little flashlight in there, he steps back from it also, kind of in a gesture of, okay, now we're on even terms here. And he strikes up a conversation. He's just real friendly-like, real casual-like. Drops the air of authority, and comments on how nice Nemesis' black hair frames her face.
I'm still internally panicking a little bit, but I'll try to keep it calm.
Okay. Back over to Jaya and Android. You guys are ushered into the chief of office's building or chief of operations building, and escorted directly to her office. When you enter, she looks at Android. Protection, huh? Fine.
Why you expect? Did you expect me to trust you?
No.
Good.
And then she looks at the Jotun that both come in with you and are also already in the office. Leave. There's a little bit of hesitation again, but they nod and leave. Their faces are visible, and a couple of them give you discerning looks as they pass by.
I ignore them.
And with a little bit of irritation in her voice, she calls past you, and close the door. The door closes behind you.
All right. First things first.
Sit.
Are these your? I consider this up for a moment, and then I guess I sigh and then sit.
Okay.
First things first. I will hold out my compad with the pictures Walter took. Are these your men?
She looks at them, and then taps her ear and calls off to someone else real quick. Actually, just her secretary. Says, "Hey, confirm these bike numbers." After a few seconds, yeah, that's who we sent.
Okay, perfect.
She nods over at you.
I'll type up a message and just say they're clear.
All right, let's jump back to that real quick.
Yeah, I type a message back. Clear for shooting or clear like?
Clear good or clear bad?
God, Walter. No, not shooting.
So they're the good guys.
Sure.
Good
guy.
to shoot or
No.
Regardless, this is gonna like so.
I'm
Oh,
sorry.
thank goodness!
Just
And then
give me one moment. I need to deal with this, and I'll just call up Walter quick and just say, Walter, no, don't shoot them. They're the ones who are supposed to take the evidence.
Okay, gotcha. Shall we stay around or make then get away somewhere?
Stay around until they load everything up, and then start heading back to the ship.
Well, there's the problem. They came over with 2 bikes. They won't be able to load everything up.
Then I guess just stay around and make sure no one comes and kills them, I guess.
All right.
Combat is still in the question.
I'd after the confirmation, I'd get out and again guard the entrance.
I was gonna say, what's Nemesis is like? Oh, thank goodness! I thought you were gonna kill us.
The one that's been trying to chat with you, he doesn't continue if it's super awkward and basically just him talking.
Yeah, no. After that, I'll be perfectly willing to chat with him, make small.
Okay.
Try to convince him to try out Delta Rain.
Yeah, he laughs at what Charlie said. Yeah, I was worried you guys were gonna kill us.
Oh, no,
that's
I'm
over.
totally harmless. I don't know why I'm standing guard at all.
You know, I find it's the ones that look the least harmless, that look the most harmless, that are the most dangerous. Yeah, looks at Charlie and says, "You know what I mean."
I'm not comfortable with cop people.
If it makes you feel better, just think of us as statues that have a little bit of authority here, right? I mean, look at this armor.
That's the opposite of a good thing.
Who dresses a cop up in armor like this?
Also, this was out of character.
Oh, oh, my bad. Yeah, but the culture guard that you're talking to is clearly making efforts to make you both feel at ease, and whether that includes talking or him just staying silent, he's a fairly good gauge of what direction to go. Unless your character is a stone, and then he has no idea.
Yeah. Well, like I said, Nemesis will talk to him, but Charlie can keep it quiet if he wants.
Okay.
Oh dear.
He the one that has been talking to you. Sorry, rephrasing. The one that has been talking to you looks back at his partner that has not been talking, has had his helmet down, and says real quick, "Yeah, we're good. Go ahead and call in a transport, and we'll get this stuff moved out." And then goes back to just making chatter. Back to the president's office, the chief of operations office. So, you have a well-organized team, huh?
Y'all should FaceTime Zoe into the conversation.
I consider telling the truth for the moment, than just say extremely.
Yeah.
If I'm not sure how good of a lie that is. Probably not a great one.
Well, I would expect no less. So, what was it like? Where did you test it? How did you test it?
Oh, let's see. It would have been
The android spits out the exact coordinates.
that's correct. About X clicks away from this facility, as the northeastern arm of the storm rolled over it.
Outside. She brings up a display on her desk, and does a quick little tap for apparently it's the call assistant button, and watches as the map centers on those coordinates. Crosses her arms. Looks back up at you. Why? Testing that was stupid. Why would you do that?
I needed to speak with the Tsoo.
So, did you?
Yes, I did.
Her demeanor is changing.
And Jai looks perfectly serious as he's saying this, but also kind of looks like he doesn't expect her to believe him, but doesn't really care.
She is uncrossed her arms and is leaning forward. So,
it turned out the suit wasn't terribly necessary, for what it's worth.
No, what do you mean?
Oh, one of my companions made it there and back, wearing only one of the mining suits.
Oh.
Thanks to their intervention, anyway.
Their intervention? Who?
I just said the Tsoo.
The Tsoo. The aliens. The energy things.
The psionic energy things. They're perfectly capable of creating a enclosed, low-pressure space at a much lower temperature than the surrounding environs.
Okay. So cool enough that the miner suit handles it.
Correct. Though he did take off the suit a little too soon. He nearly
what?
died from the. He took off the suit.
She
They
leans back
vacuum.
and laughs.
Jai doesn't look surprised by this, but he also, again, he doesn't look any less serious about it.
And I was talking at the time. What did the android say?
They were creating a vacuum.
Yes, he nearly died from the depressurization.
And you're not making any of this up.
Would you like the diagnostic data?
Yes.
Okay, the suit did record all of that.
No.
Oh, you did? Yes, I suppose that makes sense too. Forward it if you like. Though I'm afraid I don't have any recordings of the conversation itself. It was a bit unusual.
I believe I had ruled that the addressing Vision's question. The Tsoo suit did not have the camera functionality hooked up to it yet. I think the miner suits would have, but they don't have the same kind of diagnostic capabilities that a properly testing prototype of the Tsoo suit would have had. So yeah, you've only got whatever Android recorded,
Alright.
and a little bit of basically camera and audio from the miner suits. Yes,
Should be
yes, send me everything.
Well, that and scans from the ship watching overhead.
Yes, that too. And she has a com code, or essentially email address, com code, generated for you to send all this data to. This is secure.
The android just looks at Jai.
Oh, please send it.
Do it.
Thank you. I want to know.
Perhaps in compensation for everything we did. We did steal the suit.
I don't care about that.
Perfect. I wasn't planning on giving it back.
We also used the stolen material. It's a bit too late to give it back.
Yes, we did do that. We had to line the container carrying us down to the planet with the Tsoo material so we wouldn't burn up on entry.
I don't care about that either. Yeah,
We
you,
also broke into a house.
you pissed off some scientists somewhere. So what?
Jai looks a little annoyed at that.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah, continuing to drive in the nail of hatred that Jai has for bureaucracy.
That's amazing.
She ignores the android's last admission of crime and leans in. She steadies herself and forces herself to speak more slowly and asks, "Tell me what the Tsoo are. What are they like?" And we're actually at 3 o'clock here, guys.
Yep. I can go a little bit longer if need be. I do kind of want to clean this up.
Okay. Does anybody else have any pressing time restrictions?
Nope.
Nope.
I'm good.
Okay. She seems very interested in knowing more about the actual Tsoo. All of this other stuff, the data that you were able to give to her, has been like, yes, this is good, this is needed, this will go into projects and stuff, but what are the Tsoo like is clearly a personal question from her.
Alien, but human enough. They were certainly afraid of being enslaved. A large point in the conversation. And unfortunately, there are some limits to their psionic abilities.
She asks not leading questions, but she asks relevant questions, still forcing herself to slow down. Actually, leading was the correct adjective there. She is asking essentially, and I'm going to put this in context of a Native American, which I mentioned to you earlier. First time you're in the office, she has cultural artifacts of Native American origin or appearance, and her questions are leading more towards are they animal spirits? But she's not asking like in a hokey way. As in, are they animal spirits, even though animal spirits don't actually exist? But she definitely is asking what they are in a more spiritual sense.
Oh, I'm not precisely. I don't know what I was like before, but I'm not precisely a religious man. I
You'd be
suppose
spiritual.
I suppose it might be possible to see them in a way like that. They certainly commune like I imagine such spirits would.
Throughout the conversation, do you bring up Dylan Ray?
I mean, I guess if she asks who it was I took with me, I'd say it was Dylan Ray.
Yeah, that question did come up.
Okay.
She vaguely recognizes that name and taps her "I need more information" button. Gets a little bit of information presented to her desktop. Huh.
Surprisingly, more correct than apparently anyone else here believed.
She leans back. Thank you. Still no one on my offer, though, huh?
I'll have to pass. I've no interest in being used as a tourist attraction.
Fine. I'm still using this as press, though.
I can't stop you.
No, you can't.
All right, now Jai does look a little bit more annoyed at that.
So does their conversation ever turn to Behrman? That didn't sound like it ever really came across that.
Not really. She's pretty much just leaving that to the people who do that kind of thing.
I guess I should note that the Tsoo were the ones who asked me to find this stuff on Behrman.
Like
Yeah,
protective
I mean, I think that
spirits.
would be. Yeah, I was gonna say that exactly. They could definitely play into the angle she's looking for, anyways.
It does.
Okay, now I'm actually going to feed these cats. I ran back up to speak.
They seem to believe he was going to destroy culture and enslave them in some way.
He'll be dealt with.
In that case, was there anything else you wanted?
No. Unless you want to give that suit back.
No, I don't think so.
I didn't think you would.
He's already getting up as he says that. Well, Director, I believe that's it then. I'll go see to my ship, and you can, well, see to your propaganda, I guess.
Advertising.
Whatever you like to call it.
The marketing nerds don't like us using propaganda.
I'd imagine not. But for what it's worth, I suppose you can be content with the knowledge that the Sioux don't want to see culture destroyed.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. And you can leave now.
All right, I'm going. Android, I think you can leave too.
She looks kind of absently. Oh yeah. Bye.
Goodbye.
All right. Jai and Android are able to leave without any impediment. After a short time, a actual grav car with cargo space arrives to collect the suit and the safe with the weapons and the credit cube in it. The culture guard that has been chatting with Nemesis and Charlie as much as either of them will allow has bids them farewell and tells them to enjoy the rest of their stay.
As long as that'll be.
Yeah, alright, so I'm heading off planet. I don't know what these three are doing, but that's their problem.
I'm also going to be heading off planet.
Oh no, we're not telling you.
Oh.
I was gonna say, the second we're up, that the ship moves.
Hey, I've got money I need to spend, y'all.
Uh,
And now you can spend it down there.
Yeah, I'm
Culture
going to.
experience.
but
I'm no longer
we'll,
needed
we'll,
by
we'll,
the.
we'll go pick them up and then we'll head to the ship.
No shopping for Nemesis.
What? No! I came back. I dyed my hair contingent, then I get the shop at least for hair dye.
Jai will deal with that.
I do want to.
No, I do not. I do not want the doctor attempting to change my hair color.
I do want to answer the question of whether Nemesis gets to do any shopping at all before we close for the session. That way, it can just be done between sessions.
Yeah.
Is
All
Jai
right.
going to let Nemesis do any shopping?
I'm just gonna say you probably don't want an unhappy hacker on your ship.
That's a good point. You have 1 hour.
But that's not nearly enough time to go shopping.
Fine, hour 15 minutes.
2 hours.
Hour and a half.
14 minutes.
2 hours.
Hour and 13 minutes.
2 hours.
Hour and 12 minutes. Look, I can take a hint from a director that knows what she's doing.
All right.
I'll scale my foot and say 5.
I'm already looking at my clock, so
Okay, in
I
that case,
already
I'll.
started it.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. Whether I'll do some hurried shopping then, which will
Alright.
basically mean I'll probably just pay too much to get too much. You know, just grab. You know, instead of like thinking about it, just like grab. Because I've got a good amount to burn. I'm not gonna spend, and I'm not gonna spend all of it. I mean, what are we looking at? I mean, it'll be like 100 credits are probably a crap ton of cosmetic stuff, right? Like primarily hair dye, like different colors.
Yeah, I'll have to go back and look at what I charged for it. That's also why I wanted that to be decided early, so that I know to go look.
All right, yeah.
All right.
So it'll be hurried shopping. I might not pay the best prices, but that's okay because I've got plenty to burn, and I
Yep.
don't think I'm buying I'm not looking at expensive stuff.
Okay.
Or well, it might be relatively expensive for what it is, but
It's going to be very expensive.
is it? Is it?
Yes.
Am I really gonna be concerned with my 10,000 credit budget?
Maybe.
That's concerning.
I had to pay 5 times more for a laser pistol than it costs.
Yep.
Yeah, but I mean, what's 5 times more for hair products, right?
Oh, these
Wasn't it-
hair products glow.
Well, I want some of the glowing but I want some just good old fashioned color, like not standard colors, mind you, like green, blue, purple.
I honestly don't remember what I had priced them at previously.
It was 3 credits for what they got before. Sundry personal hygiene products.
Oh yeah, but that was Henry Station. That Henry Station is not a tourist trap.
Oh, I know, but I mean, if we're looking at 5 or even 10 times, which seems outrageous, that's still not much.
Yep.
But we'll see. Yeah, you got time.
Well, we've good news, everyone. We've finally escaped the tourist planet.
One might call it a tourist trap.
Yeah. That took way more sessions than I expected.
You-
Okay, now
now, but
Now here's the question: do we try to collect our reward from the suit?
No.
I mean, do we have a big enough hamster wheel?
Do you even
Oh,
remember
right,
what
yeah.
you
Wait,
came
well,
to this
hold on.
system for?
Yes. I do.
I mean, we originally
don't.
came to the system to pass through it to go to gun.
And wait, who was the one who had the bright idea to come down here?
It was me. And I've said it several times and I still regret it.
And who was the one that didn't want to try and shop around for a 3-hex rudder so that you could just jump straight over to gun?
Yeah, that was me. Yeah, it was all of our faults. But we
now
framed.
we're both a couple of idiots.
Look, I'm not gonna say you're wrong.
But hey, now you're a couple of idiots with a suit.
That's true.
Yep.
And the means to make another one.
And we didn't entirely piss off the director of the planet that I'd like to visit sometime.
Yeah, there was also, well, I think also, well, with the materials being another one you mentioned, we could also, I had brought up repurposing that material for one of your pre-tech components for repairing.
Mm-hmm. And you can
Depending on,
possibly make
what deck
a
you come up with.
pre-tech component equivalent out of it.
Well, but Mr. Bearmont will probably escape and report that Terraza is back, and every Union planet will be our enemy from now on.
That's
Well,
fine.
I'm fine with
Yep.
that, yeah. Screw
It's
the
fine.
megacorps.
Look, I know the past me was enemies of the Union, so I'm willing to trust their judgment and say we should probably just kill them.
I mean,
That was the wrong
my
end
main
card.
thing is Mercure Corp, but, you know, at this point, it's kind of like, that's just like, you know what, screw all megacorps, right?
Yeah.
One's bad, they're all bad.
Am I the only one who feels a little bit unsatisfied that Bearman might get away?
Uh,
I mean, we could always go back to his house and make sure he doesn't.
well, he bolted in some fashion, and I don't really know how we'd track him down.
Did he bolt?
So,
We don't know anything about where his whereabouts.
yeah, I just assumed he went to work.
Yeah, not many people go to a
And-
storage unit at 2 a.m.
Yeah, I mean, we moved really fast because we didn't make any plans.
Right.
So, and that might work in our favor in that he may not expect anything. Like I mean, that was all over the event of like a few hours.
yeah.
Like investigated and turned in.
I feel like if he's in a position that they can just capture him, they can just capture him. And if he wasn't, we'd probably have to spend a couple more sessions here tracking him down. So I think it's worked out.
I think bare minimum we have completely foiled his plans currently.
All they actually have to do now is shut down the planet once we're gone.
Yeah. So let's just find an asteroid and tug it over here and let gravity do the rest of the work.
Wait a second. I thought we just saved the planet.
We did. And that gives us the right to destroy it.
Couldn't we destroy it by just putting holes in the suit material?
No, that would only destroy culture.
Actually,
That's
I mean, would an
basically the
asteroid
planet.
impact really destroy the planet per se?
Depends on
I
how
look at-
big it is and how fast you get it moving.
I mean, and look at the condition of the planet already, right? You know, are you gonna really make that worse? You're gonna kill all life on the planet?
They're gonna turn it from a burning hellscape to an even more burning hellscape.
Yeah, I know, right?
The fire.
Oh
is
no,
on
you've
fire.
blocked out the sun.
I think it's fine. I think under the circumstances we did a pretty good job.
Yep. Mission accomplished.
And now there's actually one thing we need from you, Dex. We
What's
need to
that?
get back up to the ship, and you need to tell Zoe what the hell's in the box.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I know what's in the box. I want
Yeah.
you to tell me what happens when I put the statue together.
Yep.
Oh right.
Yeah,
I
that's gonna
waited
be next week.
very patiently. Oh, god damn it.
Oh, do you want me to go back in? Do you want me to do that for you right now? I don't mind.
I
do have
actually,
the question of,
I'd personally like to hear it.
Okay,
since
I'll put
he was
the
already...
false alarm on the end card there. All right, back up at the ship. And we'll make this a little bit more dramatic in that this occurs as the crew has Nemesis has finished shopping, has gotten some things, is probably pretty satisfied. I don't remember the prices being super exorbitant. Like they weren't in the 10,000s. Does that sound right, Nick?
No, the prices are in fact super good.
We're not gonna miss those.
I mean, what were they trying to buy?
Hair dye, but not having it done, just having it. Just
Like home hair supplies. We could dye
Well,
your
we never bought more stuff to get it done, but
Yeah, I don't.
the hair dye, getting it dyed was fairly expensive.
I don't remember it being upwards of thousands, though.
No,
I-
not
Okay,
upwards of
yeah.
thousands.
Okay, good.
You can just buy hair dye.
Not
So
that kind.
So Nemesis is probably satisfied with purchases, and the crew is on a Tsos or a culture courtesy shuttle on its way up to the Raza. Zoe has these 5 pieces in her control. Where is she doing this again? In the workshop? In the storage area?
I take it to the. It's like a puzzle, right?
It's not a very
Or-
difficult puzzle, but you could call it a puzzle, yes.
Okay. I pull it out into the.
And inside was the spirit of a ancient Egyptian pharaoh.
Yeah, right.
No, worse
No,
than
it
that,
was
sorry.
it was a friend. The treasure was the friendship we made along the way. It just comes in 5 pieces.
Like a Care Bear.
Oh my god.
It was just like, yeah.
Wait, hold
yeah,
on,
yeah.
hold on.
I was about to say this is less
on.
Yu-Gi-Oh or less Care Bear and more Yu-Gi-Oh.
Hold on, Dex. I have to ask: did you get a sponsorship from Hasbro?
Yeah, you've been mentioning
Not
Care Bears
yet.
a lot.
I'm working on it.
Okay.
If I do get that sponsorship, the content of this game is going to change just a little bit.
Okay.
So she's basically just putting it together right where she found it.
No, I pull it out and take it down to the mess.
Oh god. Okay.
I'm hungry. I've been sawing a fucking wall all day.
Well,
Okay.
I guess everyone's going to notice her putting a puzzle together now. It can be a group activity.
It'll be kind of a group activity. There's going to be some group activity involved here.
Right? Because it's gonna explode.
not
God damn
considered
it!
total
Zach.
So she puts the 4 base pieces together. That's pretty easy. And they kind of magnetically attach. You can still pull them apart, but there is some attraction between each. I'm going to give you extra information, just assuming that her curiosity is jumping in here too. They're not actually...
Yeah, I mean, she probably would have like scanned it to make sure it's not C4 or some nonsense.
Yeah, they're not actually magnetic at all. They're not metal, and they neither attract other metals or are attracted to normal magnets. But putting them together, there is some kind of force that is holding the 4 pieces together.
Okay.
Like I said, it really isn't a puzzle. There's no way to put these things together wrong, as long as you acknowledge that there's a circle around the tracks of one of them into which the 5th piece slots.
Okay.
When she puts that sphere on,
Mhm.
It floats, and there's just the slightest little bit of a jostle. It felt like a shipwide jostle.
Oh shit.
And then she realizes that it's not so much a jostle, it's a silence.
Oh shit.
And I give the people in the shuttle cliffhanger.
Oh, hey, was this what I was joking about earlier? We come back and the ship's just ruined.
Hang on to that, Nick. I will let you, but
Okay.
hang on to it. Actually, it might be better to let you go forward with that, Nick, because otherwise I will spoil it.
Alright, it still does the same thing it did last time.
It still does the same thing it did last time.
Okay.
Oh God.
What's
In the
going
shuttle.
on?
Alert. Anomalous event. Spike drive disabled.
Great.
Uh,
I just got that damn thing working.
We were just hoping to leave the system.
wait, I hear this, I'm like, what?
12 more
I
sessions with
I
Tsoo.
flip on the comms as quickly as I can, and just, Zoe, what in hell did you do?
Does that mean I have more time for shopping?
Amazing.
Well, guess we'll have some time to hunt down Brain Man, huh?
I mean, do the courtesy shuttles use spike drives?
They don't. They're
Oh.
system drive only.
Good job.
Amazing.
Well, I mean, there is one upside to this. It's probably a good thing she didn't do it while we were actually in warp.
All right, we'll go ahead and end the session there.
With the dead spike drive.
Amazing.
Great. You know what?
Amazing.
I guess I spoke too soon. It looks like we're not leaving Tsoo yet.
12 more sessions.
Like, guys, calm down. As soon as I take it apart, it'll start working again. Hopefully. Oh, great.
Thank you for
Just
the awesome
amazing.
game, guys.
Worth the wait.
Great.
Worth the wait.
Excellent.
Hey, Dex.
Uh-huh.
Did you just want to keep us trapped here forever?
No, not necessarily.
I'm pretty. That could have trapped us in any system.
It could have.
Yeah, it trapped us in this one, didn't it? We could have been trapped in Gun.
I'm sure Dexter was waiting for this.
Could have been trapped near Henry Station.
Like, yeah, I can only assume he was like so excited for this moment after us talking about how long they've been.
I'll actually admit that this particular little moment, if you'll call it, is, yes, there's some excitement to it, but there's also some trepidation to it. And I'm not going to say any more because spoilers. It's something that we'll explore next week.